Your Weeto is now live, streaming VR chat. How good was E3 2019? Podcast number 1.
All good? No, I said it's all good. Take your time. I got my drink over there anyway. I'm gonna have to go get that in a second. Oh, there you go. Podcast world works for me. Oh, all right. Roger. Off to a great fucking start. What is a podcast? We're supposed to be talking, so. Oh, wait, hold up, hold on. That's public. 1 second. Yeah, let's try to avoid that one. Yeah, of course. There we go. chat cooperating? What the fuck kind of game you think you're playing? God damn, dude. This game's so goddamn broken. Roger.
Sorry, is this where the Avengers assemble? Yeah? I'm not getting out this fucking suit. I live in this bitch now. This over here.
What's up? Like, how long is this podcast going to be? I'm just gonna watch in your chat. I don't feel like popping.
What's up, I'm Iron Man?
Hold on.
Yeah, like, cause like I don't want to be on VR chat right now. To be honest, it looks like a little way too
I'm
laggy.
more feminine than usual.
I'll get pissed off.
Fuck you too.
All right, later.
I can call in the cavalry. Hold on.
Can I get my friend in here? Or do you accept anybody? Can I get like?
Oh, let's get some fucking people in here to talk. Well, shit. I'm already over 2 on topics.
Let's talk about how I saved the world.
Alright.
I'm Iron Man. I'm just checking.
You sound like the kind of guy who just stole the fucking suit.
Nah, man. I found this shit to myself, and now I live in it, bro. I fucking yeah. If he doesn't cinema, if he doesn't stay, he'll be watching your stream. Rips, are you done to do the podcast?
I don't care, Dean.
Huh?
I don't care, Dean.
Bro, take the seat next to Iron Man. So are these things from your point of view?
I think he set up a camera over there. Oh, no, it's over there.
Yo, same, dude.
Well, you see, I'm
We're off to
Iron
a great
Man,
fucking
so
start.
I don't have that issue.
Live scene. Yeet. Hello, everybody. This is Jorito here, and today I forgot to turn off my fucking camera. Shit. That's still on.
Damn great start again.
Luckily, I can just turn it off through my fucking phone, so we're good.
Also, your camera there's upside down.
Oh my god, fucking Christ. Where is it at? Fucking get... God damn it. Okay.
Photography here, my dudes.
Only professional photography. Only. Anything but the best is the worst. Okay, there we go.
Same.
Okay. Alright, so rough start, but we're back. So, hello everybody, this is Jorito here. I have special guest Noobinator47, unknown Zero Zay. We're just gonna do a podcast about talking about some shit that things have been happening lately, and I just want to get some stuff out there and basically talk about some cool things. By the way, I want to tell you guys about the...
Yeah, sit down, fucker. Dude, stop interrupting. Sit down.
I'm gonna tell you guys about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is OP Seat. If you guys want a very good chair that is very much a metal frame, will not break on you within 2 months like the other chairs that you will find on Amazon or on shady websites like eBay, OP Seat is giving away 15% off on your first purchase by using the code Jorito in your checkout. So remember, that's OP Seat/Jorito at checkout to get 15% off your OP Seat chair today or OP Seat desk. Thank you for OP Seat for sponsoring this video of the Jorito podcast. So, basically, I just want to go off and talk about how E3 has, like, gone really off the rails this month, or this year. Like, it's a little bit weird.
You're gonna have to run that one by me. I'm kind of out of the loop when it comes to E3.
Okay, so, like, E3, like, PlayStation was completely absent this year, man. I don't understand why. But it was like just absent. They were not there. They didn't throw anything out there. No games, no nothing. They didn't release anything at E3. And it was just weird. Like to be honest, I am very excited for the Cyberpunk 20 something game. What is it called?
Cyberpunk 2077, I believe.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. With fucking Keanu Reeves in that damn thing, man. That's gonna be neat as shit.
Pretty sure that's the reason everyone went nuts over it to begin with.
I'm pretty sure that is why. Just add Daniel Radcliffe in there too, and people will just fucking orgasm all over the place. What?
Hey, you got a good fucking deal on eBay. Keep it to yourself. Christ.
I think I need to turn up voices. Oh yeah, I had voices down from when I.
Made of a suit.
I'll fuck your shit up.
It looks like one of the fan art ones you draw in DeviantArt.
Bitch, this shit will, I swear to fucking God. You won't have to pay rent no more when I blow up your fucking house.
Okay, so back on the topic, but the thing is, like, Xbox has actually been pulling out some things that have actually been changing up the frickin' race a lot lately in the console wars. Just from the fact of, like, they're completely changing their UI settings and everything on their stuff. They're, like, actually bringing out a new console that's not a POS anymore, like the Xbox One or Xbox One X, how they were legit POSs. I'm not saying...
Did they announce new hardware yet? Because I'm pretty sure the PS5 is, or the PSX, whatever the fuck they call it, is in development now.
The PS5, or I think it's called PSX, I can't really know. I don't fucking know. They're still in development, and they haven't said much about it. It is in like development, and they haven't showed out hardware yet. I wish they would, though, because the PS4 still beat the Xbox One and Xbox S when they came out. And they still did the whole time when Microsoft was still making changes to their stuff. And I think that's like going to be neat as crap when it comes out. But right now it's just like, they released nothing at E3. They released no like teasers to like tittle their dicks about anything about the fucking PS4. And it was just weird, but I guess like they have to do that because it's like they have nothing to give yet. But oh god, my mask is so fucking sweaty.
I was assuming Xbox did the whole, hey, we got a new FIFA game, hey, we got a new Madden game, hey, we got a new Forza game, and that's
You know
about
what
it.
they need?
If you say an Iron Man game, I'm actually gonna come over there and slap you in your face.
They announced the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where's the... Where'd he go? Name, where the fuck you go?
I think he poofed.
Fine, whatever. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm assuming that was the three major titles that they announced. Am I correct on that? It's not.
I think it is. I think it was Madden and Madden NFL, Forza, and then fucking FIFA, and then the big, huge, like fucking battleship that they had that they had under their fucking dicks, like under their balls and taint, was to pull out Cyberpunk 2077 with Keanu Reeves in it, and I was like,
that actually, it was an original concept. I know.
yeah,
Hard for them.
that's very hard for Xbox or Microsoft to do, is to bring out an original concept, to be honest.
Indeed.
Like, I think the last time Xbox came up with an original concept was fucking Banjo-Kazooie. And that was a long ass time ago.
Wait, wasn't Rare? Wait, hold on a second.
Realmware was the people that made it, but like Xbox told them that they made it. Because they had Microsoft employees. Because Microsoft employees worked on it with them. So they owned rights to it.
The original game or the Abomination Nuts and Bolts?
No, like the original game. Microsoft employees before they moved to Microsoft, they worked at Realmware and they had stock in it. So then it basically got turned over to Xbox when Realmware went under. That's the reason.
A normal Apple employee was working on Samsung phones. You can't say that Apple owns Samsung. That doesn't make any fucking
No, that's
sense.
not what I mean. I mean, when a company like goes under and it has to sell its stocks to somebody, they sold it all to Microsoft because that's where most of their employees went to.
Did Rare sell to Microsoft?
Yeah, they sold to Microsoft and to, I think, PlayStation as well. But PlayStation,
Rare sold to Nintendo, did they not?
some of it did, and some of it was sold to Microsoft. Like, I think they sold game concepts out and shit like that for like money. If I remember the old stuff about it, but because what is it? Nintendo's never made a Banjo-Kazooie game, and Microsoft and PlayStation 4 have never made a fucking Star Fox game.
Got it.
So that makes a lot of sense on like why those wouldn't like. It pisses me off, to be honest, that Banjo-Kazooie is not in Nintendo when it was like one of the better games of Realmware. But to be honest, let's not give Nintendo any pats on the back. They fucked up Star Fox for a lot of reasons. Like,
Yeah, tell me about it.
fucking Star Fox 3DS. Hey, let's make a fucking parrot that walks around and shoots laser beams out of its fucking ass cheeks.
Hey, I shoot laser beams.
You're just looking at me like I'm about to kill you.
Run.
I don't think I've ever seen Noob more pissed in my life.
I'm glad your daughter's an orphan.
Huh?
Where do you live? So, like,
I can tell you where you don't live with your daughter.
No, come on.
So about Banjo.
Yeah, I fucking dare you. Say that
I would
fucking
love to say it to your face, but it's behind a fucking sheet of shit metal.
Do it. There you go. I fixed the problem. Do it.
I
You're
fixed the.
still in a mask!
Fucking.
Let's calm down. This is a podcast.
You throw about as well as you act. Now continue the content, please.
Okay, so I need to like move up so that way I can actually touch this. I'm fucking like rolling over my.
Point out on the live stream, your front camera's blocking my current position.
Son of a bitch. Now I gotta. Where's Streamlabs? It's over there.
I'm just the voice in your goddamn head at this point. I don't have any fucking camera view on me. Just put it in the middle.
That probably would be
Put it in
better.
the red thing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I guess that'd be better for a podcast, wouldn't it? Ah, God. So I learned something today that not all can of airs are the same. Some of them are actually worse than the others. Because the can of air that me and my Mundus bought has like the tiniest straw, and it does not fucking feel good in the house. Like I spray it, and just like dust particles everywhere, like doo-doo speckles coming in my mouth. I fucking hate it. Like I can taste that shit.
Is it like the PC cleaner thing? Like the
Yeah, the PC is the PC cleaner, but it's made by fucking Orion. And it's like the one with the power button on the front. When I spray it, it comes into my mouth, and I don't understand it. I'm spraying it at my keyboard, but I can taste it.
What the fuck?
I don't understand. It tastes like fucking shit too. It tastes like fucking cleaner fluid.
I bought like a can of that shit at Best Buy for $5. It came with a nice round tube. Put it in the fucking PC and it's fine. How much you pay for yours?
Best Buy.
We bought 2 of them for $10, and they were at Walmart. But I can now see why 2 big ass can of airs are $10 at fucking Walmart now, because fucking they taste like I'm eating chemicals every time I speak. Like Jesus.
Let me clean this bitch. Like, all the way down my suit. Crazy.
He's gonna lose it. He's gonna fucking lose it.
I love how I just look at Zero, and then I look towards Noob, and Noob's just the same fucking direction as I am, and shaking his fucking head.
Do you know what you and the actor Robert Downey Jr. have in common actually?
Shut the fuck
The second part of the name.
Oh fuck.
up. Oh.
Bootcamp is good, bro.
You know what else we have in common?
What?
Clearly nothing else.
We saved your fucking life, cunt.
What?
Clearly not.
Apparently you saved too many.
I didn't ask for this. I just don't wanted to be here. What's wrong with you?
I'll fix that. I'll fix that.
I was finally dead, suicide, and let me die.
Beam.
It's not bubblegum.
Looks like it.
Make me fucking fresh over here.
It's not a cannon.
Dig in your mouth. Nothing bubblegum fresh.
Yeah, good luck getting it out of the suit.
I do need to change my my fucking stream goal at some point, because we finally got my my desk. That is another thing I want to talk about. I'm finally getting my desk
You
finally.
My hand job. Do you think of Jarvis?
I'm not the now, bitch. What's up?
This is literally not an improvement. This is the worst kind of concept for a shirt.
Wait, I can't even see it yet. So I don't know what you're roasting.
Back of the bus listening to My
Hand jobs.
Chemical Romance.
Head jobs.
That's a fucking fact.
It was Linkin Park.
I don't know what he's got on.
My bad. Didn't mean to step on your toes.
But so by the way,
I'm sorry.
yeah. Zero, stop. Zero, stop.
That's why I don't deal with amateurs.
I understand that.
You fucking spit like an amateur. Shut the fuck up.
Zero, stop.
Hand jobs are set high fives.
Ham jobs are sad. What the fuck? But getting back on topic, so big news in my life recently is that I'm actually going back to college finally. After fucking
Oh, congratulations.
after 4 years of not going, I was like, fuck it, I'm never going to college. And I was like, I kind of need a better job now.
What tea?
Honestly, dude, if you can further your education at some given point, good on you.
Well, I'm going in for audio production for a bachelor's degree to be able to work farther into what I do now, which is basically, I already work as a security guard, but I've met so many audio productions that were just like, yeah, just go to the Art Institute in Atlanta and then work for real, and then just meet and talk to other audio production people that have gone to the Art Institute. You'll get all the knowledge you need without even having to look in their fucking books. And I'm like, well, shit.
I don't need to go to college because I'm Iron Man.
Zero, we know you're homeless. We know you don't. You. Zero, we know you're homeless. We know you can't pay for it.
Every day we stray further from God.
Every day we realize God doesn't fucking exist, and this is the proof.
I thought I was that though.
Hey, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, Snow, you're gonna be going there. So apparently, one of my friends in real life is also going there. Apparently, he's wanting to go there too. But I've been thinking about this like a lot lately, and I was like, I can't go in for video game design because the only one that has that is Kennesaw State, and that's
Homeless
like,
VR stumbling around Atlanta in AV.
but it's like all the way like south of me. And it's like a 2-hour drive, and I don't fucking want to drive 2 hours to go to school. Plus, I don't have the money for myself to pay for an apartment down there, and I don't
That makes sense.
want to pay $6,000 extra on my tuition for fucking a housing complex that is like the little size of a fucking goddamn teacup.
No, listen. Back to basically what you said. My girlfriend did one semester with 2 roommates in a dorm room. Do you know how much that shit costs?
It's like $10,000 for like the shitty rooms they give you.
My girlfriend in an extra like $8 or $9 grand hole in her fucking student loans.
It's like dumb. Like if you're gonna make me pay $9,000 to stay at your fucking place, at least make it to where I can like walk around.
Bro, that's like $3 grand a month between each roommate.
And
That's $1 grand a month. That's not worth it.
It's not. Like that's the thing is that like I'd rather go and pay for an apartment and use my student loans that I'm like getting money from to pay off for only $700 a month instead of like
Exactly. Dude,
because
I'm in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment living with Conflicted right now, and we're in a beautiful neighborhood. This is a house that we live in. I'm paying $675 a month, but for both of us,
like $675?
$1350. No, $1350 a month, but $675 between us.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's a
Off topic, but serious question. Do you keep on your past VODs, Dorito?
Huh?
Do you keep on like your past VODs?
Do I keep my past VODs?
like when your stream ends, does your stream like?
Oh yeah, it stays on there. I'm literally gonna take the footage from here and upload it to YouTube as well later, like tomorrow before I go to work.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a series, a podcast series. This is what it's gonna be, is where I just grab some friends and then we're just like talking about random shit that's happened like throughout the few months that have passed. But like I love the Art Institute, and they've given me like a lot of like fucking emails before because I used to do engineering back when I was in high school, and I thought that's the route I want to go, and then I realized this shit's way too hard for my dumbass brain.
You know who else did engineering? Me.
One fucking models. But the thing was though is that the reason I wanted to go into audio production is because I do rapping on the side and I do singing and I play guitar, but like I know nothing about how to mix the audio and shit like that, how to mix all the stuff and like change up pitch and shit. I don't have auto-tune, but I asked the Art Institute, do you guys give us like the auto-tune like software and shit like that? They're like, yeah, so like the things that we get are like auto-tune, Fruity Loops, a bunch of other freaking programs that I've never used before, but they give us textbooks on how to use them too. And I was like, that's fucking amazing that like I get all that in my tuition as well. Plus they give me like $20,000 in tuition for all my books, anything that I need to buy, like computers or microphones or stuff like that. They also have a place when I'm going to open house Monday to go check everything out in the studio room they have. But apparently you can rent out their equipment, like you can rent out their mixers or their boxes to plug in audio jacks and shit like that. And I'm like, fuck, why didn't streamers just go to college for audio production all the time? Because you literally get 20 grand to to buy your setup or to stay in a house. And I'm like, bro, I'd rather fucking drive an hour and 10 minutes and like buy all the audio equipment and computers that I need for fucking doing streaming and podcasts and stuff like that than fucking pay. What the fuck? I thought it was as cosmic dick going in their mouth for a second. Just saw like a
I
cosmic.
went to Full Sail in Orlando and it was amazing. Only a tour, but it was beautiful.
That's another thing, is that the only other place that I would go to is Full Sail, as like my friend Snow Footprint just pointed out, is that Full Sail is the other place that is like the #1 audio production and filmmaking place, but it's so expensive because it's like, I think,
Yeah, I've seen advertisements for it.
well, they've sent like when I started streaming, they sent me like fucking they sent me advertisements and stuff like that, and they sent me like a voucher to go and check out Orlando. And I was going down there for a week anyway, so I asked my dad, "Hey, do you mind if we go to this little to the tour for it?" And he was like, "Sure, let's go over there." It's 30 grand for just your books and tuition to be able to like
Going
pay to go
military, You
there.
can get a full ride.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's another thing. I could go into military and get a full ride for it, but I'm like, I'm not good at military shit.
Bro, advertised. What?
What?
That's it, XC. That's it. Is this he taking? That's it. Is he?
If you can stay on topic for more than 10 minutes, you can sit there. If you mention that your fucking Iron Man one goddamn time was sitting next to me, I swear to God, I will metal skull fuck you.
Don't tell me what you said. I got you. What are you talking about?
But
Avengers? I mean, what?
They're a yellow ribbon college, so they will cover everything.
Schools, whatever it may be, things are able to be, advertised on, the internet or bulletin boards, whatever the fuck it is for your school.
yeah.
They're always going to be the most expensive in tuition. Because
Alright.
obviously they have to pay for those advertisements.
Dicks in eye
somehow.
sockets, oh yes.
And two, what the fuck? Somehow I just got on my seat. And two, more than likely they're known very well in the community for being the higher end school since they've been promoting it that way.
I mean, Full Sail's been around for, I think, like, what, 20 years now?
Yeah.
That's the reason why, like, so many, like, game companies are like, yeah, let's grab people from Full Sail, or...
No, I don't think so.
But most of them grab them people for, like, video game companies or anything in, like movie production. You'll see them either come from Full Sail, Ohio State, or the Art Institutes. Because those are, like, the 3 major places for, like, fucking movie and game, like, development and shit. The only other one I could see is, like, Kennesaw State, but I'm not staying at that place because I saw my friend go there for, like, only, like, 2 years, and he hated it because he was like, I can't play on my Switch, I can't play on my PC, because literally the fucking room was like a 400 by 400 foot room. It's literally the smallest piece of shit ever.
The biggest benefit of Full Sail is the connections you get in the school.
Right now.
Huh?
When you're an Iron Man, you don't have that problem.
The room I'm in currently, like I have a quote unquote studio room in my house where my bedroom's on the other side and my room's on this side. It's maybe 150 across, 50 wide.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, but no, what I'm talking about, his whole room, like his whole like freaking apartment that he was staying in at the school was 400 by 400, and I was like,
That's what I'm
that-
saying.
that's like literally, that's like a closet at my house,
That's horrible.
and that's like very much, like that's the thing, is that they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay for your tuition, you could stay at school, but we're gonna charge you an extra $9,000 for a fucking room that you wouldn't stay in if you ever got out of college.
Sad face.
Like,
They charge you hotel room prices for the fucking college dorms.
I know, it's dumb. Like,
If you do the math out, that's like it's got to be at least what 35 to 4,000 a fucking a month. Maybe?
yeah, it is, to where if you, like the Art Institute, they give you 20 grand for your tuition with the grant that they give you. Plus your FAFSA, which is another
That's 5 months
5,000.
worth of sitting in a box. Great.
That's 5 months worth sitting in a box, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just go get an apartment that's like 5 minutes away from there. That's only $600 a month plus utilities, which would be like around 1,000, which is way fucking cheaper. But like everybody's telling me, it's like, you shouldn't stay there. You could just drive an hour and like 10 minutes to school. I'm like, I do that for work, and the reason I do that for work is I don't like my work, but I have to pay bills. I'm not gonna drive an hour and 10 minutes to school when I could drive 20 minutes to school in a place that's like bigger than my own room now. Because my room right now is 400 by 400, but it's literally my room. It's not the whole house. Why would I stay in a place that is literally the size of my own room. But like that's like dumb. Like why would I pay? I pay $100 a month at my fucking mom's place to stay here. Why the fuck would I pay 100 like about 890 like 89K, not 89K, $8,900 extra to stay in a room that's the exact same size as my place now? And it makes no sense. They just like, oh, let's fucking.
Not like a sense.
It's like let's milk these fucking children because they know
We
nothing
should
about
make a YouTuber
economics.
house.
That's what I want to do. That is something I've been wanting to do after I get out of college. Is make a fucking
Jesus
YouTuber.
Christ, you're misfiring more than Dick Cheney.
It's a
Zero, just change your regular avatar.
no. I rented this shoot for like 8 hours. Just so I could do this fucking podcast.
What the fuck? The podcast isn't gonna be 8 hours. It's probably gonna be like an hour or two.
Well, I don't care. I'm gonna have fun and go fuck some bitches.
I want to get in on this, but I don't have VRT.
You don't have to have VR to come over here and join the podcast, Snow. Like you don't have to have that. You could literally join in the podcast if you wanted to without having VR. Fucking Dragon doesn't have fucking VR. He's just in desktop.
Do
And
you
he's-
want me in?
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Without
spending
Iron
$400
Man.
yet,
Iron Man makes
You're
everything
tempting me.
better.
but I'm not buying it yet.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like
I paid $400 for this.
I paid I think $300 for mine, but mine's the Oculus. So
I have the advanced audio strap and full body, so I paid about $1,000.
yeah.
Actually, you know what I did to get? You know what I did to get mine? I
What?
had a hoverboard. You remember hoverboards from like 2015? I had
Yeah.
like one of those.
Yeah, the
Like,
pathetic excuse for trying to make a Back to the Future reference. I got
Fucking go.
I want the Valve
Yeah,
Index.
Fuck you, noob. Anyway.
I do want that too. I want the Valve
iPhone
Index.
6S. I traded that for like an iPhone 6s, and then like I traded the iPhone 6s for an Oculus.
That's a lot of fucking middleman shit.
I'm talking about something that's not about being Iron Man. You fucking cunt. Be grateful.
The controllers are MFG.
Grateful, excuse you?
Shut
So you
your dumbass up.
so you traded a glorified skateboard
For a phone.
No, I didn't use.
for an Apple product that's basically a brick now for what was it?
For the Oculus.
For the Oculus.
Yeah.
Some dumb
Stop.
motherfucker actually gave you an
So do you want me in the
Oculus
call greater than?
for an
I know,
iPhone
right?
6.
We're not in call. We're in VRC. Just get on VRC and then add me in here.
Can I get that guy's number? I'm willing to trade him a shoe for a fucking Vive at this point.
Yeah, Sam, I got an iPhone 6. I'm willing to trade.
I got a fucking Samsung freaking Note 9. Can I trade that for a fucking Valve Index? Bro, I wish there was a.
Pokemon figurines, if you want to give me a couple grand for them, I'm fucking down for that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah,
If you want
same.
to trade anything.
I mean, I'm selling something on. I'm selling like a Puffco Peak on Letgo. By the way, I fucking hate that app now. By the way, like legit, Letgo has pissed me off more than anything because I've almost got mugged twice on that fucking app. Just trying to sell fucking like products for like weed herbalization, and I swear I hate it because motherfuck.
Oh my god. Can I please tell a story about the time I got totally fucking baked while trying to move shit?
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
go for
I'm
it.
interested.
I'm interested in this.
Alright,
You've caught my attention.
So, it's me, my brother, and my grandfather. We all, for intents and purposes, my aunt had a bunch of furniture that she wanted to have.
He'll get into the next one.
from
I don't know
area
how to
which
do
was
this shit
our
right
only
now,
her
lol.
house, because she was getting it basically for free due to family members, to her house that, obviously an hour and a half away. So it was going to be an all-day job. We started at about 10 a.m. We did the drive that took, obviously, like I said, an hour and a half. We were loading everything. We were talking to the older lady. She was very nice. She offered us these little fucking, it was like chocolate, peanut butter, fucking M&M cookie things. They were horrible. Dark chocolate is terrible, by the way.
It is. It's a fucking disgusting abomination that was made. Dragon, you shut your mouth. Do not try and debate it. Swear to God.
We're driving on the way back. And my grandfather, he's 60 some odd years old, and he takes medical marijuana for joint pain.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate thing that he does. I'm sitting in the back seat, minding my own business. I smell the weed, and I say nothing about it. And all of a sudden, I see his hand in my face with the joint. He's like, "Yo, just take a couple puffs." I'm like, okay. So I hit it about 3 times. I'm not even kidding you. We're driving down the highway. I can see the road start to melt.
That's good. That's a good sign.
That's some
That's
good shit.
that's a good shit.
The entire time when we got back to my house, my grandmother's there and my aunt's there. You imagine trying to act normal around your grandparents while you're stoned off your fucking mind?
I've done that before. It's the hardest thing ever.
Have you?
Yeah, it's the hardest thing ever.
Dude, I'm holding this cabinet, right? And by holding, I mean not supporting it whatsoever. Because all I can do is I'm like, and then it falls right on top of me. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I'm underneath a cabinet laughing my goddamn ass off. This thing just crushed through my chest. And I'm just going,
I'm gonna get my fucking goddamn alcohol everywhere. I'm gonna tell you about my weed story about how I was high at work once, and this is the most. Try being high at work while you're a security guard that's guarding movie set equipment.
Deflate my chest cavity.
Do you know how hard that shit is to fucking go to work?
Continue that. You should acknowledge the fact somebody just subscribed to your
Yeah, I was about to do that too. Thank you, Snow Footprints, for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, man, helping me get that fucking money back up to where I can actually finally get my first Twitch paycheck.
Yeah, Ironman thanks you too very much. Thanks for
I'm gonna fucking hit you, Zero, I swear to God.
You're gonna murder him.
Ignore me.
You're gonna murder him by the end of this.
I didn't ignore you, I saw the thing, I'm looking at my screen. But, basically going back onto the fact that, I was high while I was at work, and I had to watch equipment and also help move equipment. And it was the hardest fucking thing ever, because basically I had, before they got there, by the way, because I had like 5 hours before they got there, so I was like, I could take a couple puffs out of my fucking, I have a Dr. Dabber switch, so it's like the electric bong. Basically, I can take it anywhere, I just gotta fill it up with a few bits of water in my, from like my water bottle. So I had my hydro flask, I unhooked it, put it in the thing just enough to where it would like bubble up, and then the thing is with this thing, you don't have to use that much weed to get like really fucking high. You only need like to pack like a few things of it into these little trays that they give you, and then you put it down. They have tongs that you can take them out with. But the fact of the matter is that shit gets so.
I'm a bitch popsicle, ignore me. I can't even figure out how to get into this call lol.
Oh, Snow, if you want to get in here, just add me on VRC. So like, go onto here, go to social, go to the search bar, type my name in here, and then add me on here, and then I'll invite you in here. But basically,
like 3 times, and it kind of scares me. But anyway,
but I was I'd taken, it gets like really milk white, like it looks like milk is in the fucking thing. It does not look like smoke.
fuck.
That's how freaking like thick the smoke was. It looked like milk.
That is Jesus Christ.
That's good shit for only like a few bits of like of cannabis. But I hit it, and I'm fucking one puff, I swear to God, from like the milk white, I'm dead, I'm out of it already. Only one hit from the shit. And this wasn't high grade cannabis. This wasn't like I paid like $78 for it. I paid $20 for this shit. Because I was on a budget. And I got, I think, like 5 grams for it. Because the weed dealer was like, this is my first ever one that I've made before. And he just gave it to me. And I was like, okay, here's $20, I'll take it. And I had like 5 grams in my car. And I grabbed like a piece of the bud off, stuck it in there with the stem, and then burnt it. Like, after about 3 hits, I was like, I couldn't fucking tell the difference between my hand and a fucking pavement sign. That was how bad it was. But that's not where it stops. About 4 hours pass by, I'm still high as all goddamn shit. I'm nowhere near sober at this point. I'm still off my rocker. I thought this shit would go down after drinking a bunch of water, eating some food. Nothing. I'm still as high as I was when I first took the first puff. So I'm like, shit, they're gonna be here in an hour, and I'm still high. I've gotta act my best. So they get here, and they're asking me to get on my car. I get on my car. Luckily, I smoked away from where the whole thing was, so that way they wouldn't smell the weed on me, because I took off my actual security jacket and shirt and put on a different shirt, so that way it would just stain that one, wouldn't stain my clothes. And then I basically, after I got done smoking, I put all that into the trunk, because my trunk is like very nicely. What I love about my Mini Cooper is that the trunk is smell sealed. So basically, you can't smell anything till you open that fucking trunk, and it'll like waft into the car. So when I threw everything in there, it was just smell proof. And it was great.
Okay, but Mini Cooper, explain.
Explain what?
You got a Mini Cooper?
Yeah, I've had that for like a year now, a year and a half.
Yeah, it's still more dignified than your Toys R Us suit.
Listen, bitch, can Toys R Us do this shit? Can Toys R Us fucking
Okay, back to the
Back to the weed story.
Can do this shit?
Zero, stay on topic.
Iron Man, calm down. No one cares. God.
What's so wrong with Iron Man, huh? What's so
There's
wrong with
nothing wrong with Iron Man. You just keep bringing it up.
Come up on VR chat.
It's not yours. You're renting.
Here, does it
You
come
just
from-
said you were.
Well,
What are you
guess
talking
what?
about? It's you gotta capitalize the Y.
Yeah, clearly not enough money to get a.
You gotta
voice
capitalize
changer
that
over
Y
there.
there
Shut the
to
fuck
be able to add. But basically getting back to it, I'm like stoned off my ass, and they're starting to come in. Like all the crew and the extras are coming in, and they're like asking me to come out there and help them move the audio equipment, move some of their stuff in with them. And I was like, sure, I've done freaking lifting and shit before, but the thing was, I was not high when I did that, so I'm helping them move it, and the whole time I'm bursting, like I'm like trying to hold back my grin and my laughter, because the guy that I'm helping move it looks like a goddamn. It was a midget. It was a fucking Oompa Loompa
No.
helping me move
Oh,
shit.
no.
I was trying so hard not to giggle and laugh my ass off because there was an Oompa Loompa in front of me holding a goddamn crate that is like 30 times the size of him. And I'm like 10 times like a fucking giant. I'm just like, it just that's what it looks like in my head. It's just the Attack on Titan theme song is playing over and over again. And that's how it's going. And I'm like, shit, how am I gonna get through this?
What a great time.
I got a serious question to ask you.
What?
Yes, Zero. What can I indulge you with?
Both my parents have the same last name. You think they could be related?
What?
I think I did it.
One more time.
Both my parents have the same last name. You think they could be related?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I just
They're not
got
related
a
by blood.
fuck.
Can I hit you? Can I hit Yurito? Okay,
What?
Can I hit you with a scenario and see how you respond to it?
Go ahead, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get
So-
snow in here.
Okay. So like, say like
Why
you're a
are you looking at me
part-time
when he says that?
Say like you're a part-time
I don't know.
prostitute, right?
Part-time what?
And like you're a part-time prostitute.
Huh,
Okay.
I get it. Urban.
And like you get taken back to a place or whatever, and he's like 5 strokes in, and he whispers in your ear.
I had a guy today try
What
to
do you do?
steal a pizza from
Shut
my
the
girlfriend.
fuck up! It's my time to shine, bitch.
Yeah.
They can have a conversation without us being in the conversation. It's a podcast. But
Mics are loud as fuck.
You shine about as much as your dull steel plate.
Snow, try sending it again, or try look in your friends list to make sure that I'm on your friends list now, so that way you can just send me a notification invite to basically invite you in here. But I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'd probably call the rape whistle and run away. That probably would be happening. But back onto the subject. So again, there's a fucking Oompa Loompa in front of me carrying a goddamn steel crate like this. Over, like, he's not carrying it on his shoulder. He's carrying it above his fucking thing. And it looks like a goddamn, we're putting together a goddamn Harley freaking, like, you know the what's it called? The cars that they took from the T-Series and turned into, like, the fucking goddamn Harley bikes? Or Harley cars?
I think so.
That's how it looked from the incline of this big-ass steel beam that I'm helping him carry. No,
I'll have to Google that.
but getting back onto it, the dude is like a muscular midget. Like, this dude probably works out all day just to fucking be like a little attack midget popping out of a damn car. That's that's what he looks like. He looks like he works security in cars.
Yikes.
But the whole time I'm looking at him, only thing that's playing in my head is just I'm just like fucking hearing the Attack on Titan theme playing, and I'm fighting everything back to not like just start doing the freaking movement of the Titans to try and grab his ass the whole time. So we finally get everything off the car, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna eat Mr. Oompa Loompa now. I can go back to my car and start laughing my ass off for a
All it
full
says is
hour.
cancel friend request.
Oh, what? I accepted the friend request.
Me Iron Man. Me like soft things.
Cancel the friend request and then resend it. Cause I don't know.
Smart, you have helmets.
You have. I wonder why's.
You need bicycle helmet.
But the thing is, there it is. No, let me go into my actual.
Join in.
All right, then join in here. Here, I can. For some reason, I can't invite him in here. I don't understand why. I'm gonna favorite him real quick so that way he's on the bottom, so I can actually still see where he's at. But
I bet Snow likes Iron Man. When they join, they're gonna be all chill about it.
I have no clue, dude, to be honest with you. But going back into it, basically I'm sitting in my car now at this point, and I'm fucking laughing my ass off because I just had to move three tons of equipment with Mr. Oompa Loompa down there, carrying it to a stage. And when I say this, when I see an Oompa Loompa on a fucking goddamn stage that looks like it's supposed to be made for a fucking concert, and he looks like a fucking speck. Do you know how hard that shit is to not start like yelling out the Attack on Titan theme song and like run up there and just start like chasing the Oompa Loompa
You need
around?
to use Steam.
That's so goddamn.
Yeah, you probably should use Steam. Troy, if you want to join in here, you can, man. That's fine with me. But the thing is like it's the most. I had the most like fucking when I woke up. By the way, because when I got back home, I was still high. I drove home like a little bit high. I'd mellowed down at this point, but I was still very much off my rocker. But when I got home, I fucking just like the dream I had about shit. Well, there goes my. That went. Oh fuck! Where it happened? There it is. Give me a second. I dropped my fucking drink. Luckily, it's in a fucking hydro flask. But, basically what had happened is that I had a dream about literally me, like, running around and, like, stomping on fucking 5,000 of that one guy, just in different costumes. Like I was a fucking colossal titan just going, just fucking eating all of them.
Fuck.
I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? And I'll tell you real quick, there was sweat all over me and it was like pouring on my bed. I'm like, I gotta change my sheets now. Jesus Christ. I thought I pissed the bed with how much I was sweating because of that fucking fever dream.
That's a fucking yikes and a half.
But just imagine that. A fucking little Oompa Loompa is working on a film set and you're high as fuck and you're trying not to fucking be like, Oompa Loompa, Oompa doo, we are gonna eat you up, doo doo.
Hold on.
No, that's Troy.
Immortal?
No, it's Troy. He's McGee.
Who's Troy?
He's McGee.
Oh, you've been in my
Lol.
stream before.
I haven't seen Immortal in like a while.
In a movie.
I don't know.
But getting back onto it, I was like, that wasn't even where the whole weed thing ended either, by the way, because that was just the one part of that whole thing. What came later is that there's this.
Question. Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about
Oh,
Iron Man?
Oh my God, Zero.
Here we go again with the iron shit.
Everybody, the Gavin,
Shut your ass up.
everybody, Gavin Free of Uranus podcast.
You off, fucker.
Look, I'm gonna list names out on who's who. Fucking Noob is Gus. I'm fucking Bernie. Troy's fucking goddamn. What's his name? Blaine. You're fucking goddamn. What's his name? Michael. Fucking Gavin. I think we all agree on that.
Can we just name off Achievement Hunter people?
No, I'm just naming who we're acting like at this point. By the way it's going.
Noob, fuck you.
I don't
I
think.
think he really doesn't have one of those and bigger.
What is threatening is his Conquered Spaniard.
He's threatening as a cockle spaniel. But basically getting back onto the thing. So what comes later is that there's a very skinny hourglass figured woman with big breasts, and it's when you're high, you don't think at all. Luckily, it was like near the end of my fucking shift, and I basically was asking her the most dumbest questions about like production and how they set up everything. No, I blew it out real quickly. How big are your tits? And then just end it, and I walk away.
Did you let her answer?
Nope, I didn't want to try to let her answer because I knew if she did answer, if she heard it, I'm fucking off that set forever.
That's a fucking yike.
But luckily she didn't understand what I said, and she was just like, "Okay, have a nice day," because she thought I said bye. That's what she thought I said.
Oh my god.
So I got off like
Oh, good.
got off scotch free. For some reason, I can't hear Troy at all, though.
I don't think Troy's speaking.
He was like doing this.
Hey, can you reenact what you did in the last movie? Oh, I love
Oh, my mic has been muted this
that'd be
entire time.
Iron Man.
I've been talking this entire time.
Oh
Holy
my
moly.
god.
Nice.
Oh shit, what did you say about Iron Man?
Hey, how you doing?
Iron Man?
Good. Just
Sad.
wanted to say I haven't seen you on in like months.
Yeah, I know. It's too busy,
Noob.
you know, gathering money to
Real
get
quick,
conflicted over here.
I've been your friend on VR chat for almost half a year, by the way. Yoru, add on to what you were just saying.
I think him on VR chat now.
Here's the funniest part. Literally a couple months ago, he was going through a McDonald's drive-thru while he was on duty.
Me? Yo, yeah, me. Oh god, please don't tell that story on the podcast.
Troy is
Alright,
probably still
so-
doing the Minecraft server as well as chatting with you and
While
SoundCloud.
we were
Yeah,
inside
Jarvis?
of...
Can I?
We're in a Discord
Oh,
call.
shit. I'm fucking over crashing, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We were in a
we
Discord
like, assigned
call
to-
while he was going through the drive-thru. The girl was speaking and everything, and I was like, "What did I say? What exactly did I say? Did I say like, do you have nice or something like that?"
You said, I was talking to her and I was telling I'm dealing with children here, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay." And then as I'm leaving, because they were hooked up to my stereo system, by the way, my car.
Well, I hope she has a nice ass. as
No, it's not. No,
as
you.
possible.
No. I can remember what you said exactly. You said, "Is she thick though?" And I could see her
Oh.
laughing her ass off. And the next thing I see come out of the window is a fucking thumbs up. And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
I literally told him to go back there and get her fucking number.
But I had to.
But
But the thing is, I had to go back to work. And the next day, I did go back around, and I did get her number.
Yeah.
I've been talking to her for a bit, but she does have she is like talking to somebody at the moment. So I'm like, I'm not trying to like mess shit up for her
You're like 14, right?
because I'm not an
Yeah.
asshole.
No, I'm 16.
But-
Oh.
That's
No, your age keeps fucking changing. I don't even know. I can't.
What?
Yoru, just
Right.
like,
Yeah, it's called growing up.
oh my god, it fucking keeps crashing. Why?
I don't know. VRC's been messing up lately.
When you met me, and I
Got
Like
it.
severely bad.
Got it.
No. So what's
Yeah, my
this all
brain don't
about?
do the
Like
good
just a
right now.
normal podcast where everybody.
It's just a normal podcast. It's like we're talking about stuff that's been happening in the past few months, basically. But so I
Okay.
again like,
Like in the past few months,
But-
and you know, in the past few months, I defeated Thanos.
oh my god, I'm gonna kill you, Zero. I'm talking about real life shit.
Helmet on too tight, buddy? Is your helmet on too tight?
Can we talk about drama real quick?
Oh sure, go completely for it. That's what this podcast is for.
Alright, so anybody who knows me knows that I haven't been on recently. And the reason for this is because I was helping everybody out. Being the nice guy I am, I always like helping streamers out. People know this. I helped out a buddy named Peyton _. If you look up his Twitch, he's fucking retarded. I'm just gonna say that straightforward.
That's a fucking yikes.
This guy,
It's an oof.
before he was a streamer. I've known him before he was a streamer, right? He asked me, hey, can you help me set up my Discord channel? Sure, why not? I help him set up his Discord channel. He says, hey, you know a few things about Minecraft, right? I'll make you a co-owner and help you, if you can help me set up all the plugins and the worlds and stuff. His previous developer quit on him because, well, Peyton's a piece of shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not even
I know
getting
this
to
guy.
the.
He lives literally 3 hours away from me. I know exactly where he lives.
Just wait, dude.
I'm
It
not
gets
gonna
better.
This
Oh,
guy,
without that, but continue.
this guy literally says, while I'm not watching the stream, to everybody on the stream, oh yeah, by the way, Troy's racist as shit. I'm like,
It's an
wait a
oof.
minute. So he's starting drama behind my back. Oh, let's keep going. I'm having fun, chilling, talking to the community. I call him out on his bullshit and literally send clips to his entire community of him being racist, saying the N-word and all that shit on stream.
Fun. What a guy.
2 minutes later,
Mad lad.
2 minutes later, he hires a new admin, right? This admin gets all pissy about bots.
Holy moly.
He gets all pissy about bots and how I'm an admin too. I have the rights to add. and
Thank you,
everything.
Daddy Rick,
Like,
for that
no,
tier 1
they
subscription. They
are
subscribed for 3
IRL
months. Keep it
negotiators.
going, buddy. We'll have
Oh,
new
no,
subscription
on
tiers coming
admin
soon with the
moderator.
emotes and stuff like
Simple
that.
stuff,
So
right?
that'll be coming up in my next
Very
paycheck.
Continue.
He goes over my head straight to Peyton, complains to Peyton, and re-adds the bots that were because of inactivity in the channel.
Oh my god.
Peyton starts bitching at me about it and says, you know what, Troy, why are you being such a dick? And I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. Bye-bye. His Discord, it now is shut down.
Yeah.
Not even by my hand.
Hell
His
yeah.
Twitch community, he lost over 300 followers in a single night.
Oh my
Holy
holy
moly.
shit.
Damn.
Damn.
That's a
Ooh,
lot.
fucking big.
That's a big oof.
Can we get an F in chat, boys? Oh my god.
Yeah, please. There should be some like F's in chat for that guy.
Damn.
The funniest part of this whole situation is he started crying back to me saying, oh, I feel like committing suicide, so I'm going to go to Area 51. I'm like, you realize I worked for the military.
Enjoy your time.
I'll shoot you
You're
on
literally
sight.
telling this to somebody who works in the military. Like, are you serious?
That's a thing that I wanted to know. Is Area 51 even actually fucking real, or is it just like a fucking base they used for like command centers?
Do they have aliens? That's the real question. Because you're in the military. Do they have aliens?
I think the only person that can
I
answer
can't
that
tell
is
you that. I haven't been in there.
I'm pretty sure the only people that can
Find
answer.
information even if he knew.
I'm pretty sure you
All I
get
can say is
fired.
The main reason Area 51 is secure the way it is because we test secretive
Eric.
secretive aircraft for the Air Force. We make aircraft that aren't supposed to be known by any government, period, aside from our own.
What's up, Ursul?
So if we were to go out there and say, hey guys, we have this secretive aircraft now, we're gonna go invade China with it, or try and test flight it over China.
What do
Guess
you think they're gonna
what? You
do?
just started a war with China.
What do you
Yeah.
think they're gonna do?
That
So
isn't,
if there's actual people going to go raid Area 51, are they just gonna get shot dead?
Well, they're not doing a
Oh, they're
raid.
gonna be killed.
They're gonna be gunned
There's no
down.
question in my mind, they will get.
Maybe if we Naruto run, they can't shoot it.
Oh my god. They managed to do the. Okay.
Those on the
They made
news.
us do the fucking Naruto run for 1 mile because of this fucking meme.
Oh my god.
I'm so
They
shitty.
actually had to give you a presentation about the Naruto run.
No, we had to do that for an entire fucking mile.
Yeah, they do testing their IAX Air Force.
Full speed.
NAM Dragon Ball Blast.
Because of this meme.
Wait, us. Hold on.
Yeah, so my friend Snow Footprints, the guy that's also trying to get in here. I don't know why his thing's not allowing him in here. He's also worked for the Air Force. And he did just tell me like that's the exact same thing that they do over there. It's literally what they do. But the thing,
There's nothing like. Don't get me wrong. There is shit the government is hiding. I'm well aware of this. But those stuff don't need to be put into the general public in order for us to be like, oh, there's aliens. Like, motherfucker, there may be, but what does it really matter?
like that doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, first off, if there are aliens, why the fuck does everybody care so much? Why do you care? Like, oh, my butt got probed by an alien. I want to fucking kill him for it. The fucking military's gonna do that themselves.
Think about it this way: if there were aliens that were safe for society to know about, and we were ready to know about that information, don't we would know by now?
Yeah, we probably would. What?
I'll see you later. I gotta go.
All right, later, Zero.
I'm gonna text you about some links later, so I can
Alright, then.
send that in the description.
Okay. But getting back on topic, the fucking thing is that they said they're not gonna be doing the raid anymore. That it's just gonna be a freaking like a freaking music fest thing that they're gonna do like around Area 51 to where they're not like in range to get shot.
Oh, they're really pussying out.
Dude, it's been a thing. Like the dude was just making a joke and a meme, and then it got out of hand, and he was just like, you know what? Let's just do a fucking music festival now. And I'm like,
people winking face.
So like a second Woodstock.
yeah,
Pretty much.
that's basically what it is. And then a bunch of people started making memes about it, how they were gonna get like a food truck and shit out there for it. And I'm like, just don't go there. Like, the military is gonna shoot you on sight when you get 500 feet in near the area. Like, why the fuck? Also, the thing is, why would you try and go show all the fucking rest of the world where the secret base that we test our shit is at?
Alright, sounds good, man.
Well, see, the only reason it's even secret in the first place is because we have paperwork that's not supposed to be known by any general community. The reason for that is
And they man annual Area 51 festival is cool.
Wars with the technology we have nowadays. We could literally, just by leaking one file, you could accidentally prevent or start a war with Russia or China because they feel jealous that we haven't shared our technology. Like,
Fun.
Yeah.
do you really want that kind of drama?
Now, here's the thing I was talking about with the Mundus before, like, a little bit, like, earlier before we started the podcast, like, about an hour before. There is, like, we have the technology to start making fucking floating and flying cars and stuff like that that can float off the ground. It's not like no wheels are touching the ground. But the thing is, the U.S. government doesn't fucking care enough to make them yet. So they're just like, oh, it's too much money. I fucking can tell you right the fuck now. As soon as a goddamn tsunami fucking comes over and takes over most of the fucking land in the fucking world, they're gonna be like fucking rushing to get that shit done. And they'll be like, why didn't we start this sooner? I'm gonna be like, because y'all fucking dumbasses don't think or prepare for the future. Y'all only care about war and how we can protect ourselves. Well, the thing is, though, is that that's still protecting your goddamn society and protecting all your people by getting new technology out there. But the fact of the matter, like, oh, global warming's not a thing. I'm like, yeah, you're making electronic cars to prevent it, and you know it is. Like, that's a big thing I hate. Like,
kind of shitty with the whole VR chat fucking crashing because I keep having these random frame crashes. It's like,
I mean, I guess I don't really care. It's like, again, they'll fix it in the next update.
Why flying cars when WHE can have subs cars?
Talk about the fucking formula again because I've already got it down to a goddamn T.
What?
VR chat. In a nutshell, major update comes out. Everything fucking breaks. Patch. It's perfect on the 4th patch. Major update breaks everything again. Rinse, lather, repeat.
That's literally how it's been going for the past fucking year and a half.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
I mean, you're right. That's 90% of games nowadays, though.
And that's a problem.
I haven't been on VR chat. I haven't been on VR chat in a while, and
Neither
I use
have
my
I.
VR chat account. I don't use my Steam account. As you can see above my name, there's probably a little bunch of numbers. I'm using my Steam account because VR chat refuses to let me log into my regular account.
Actually, no, there's no numbers up there. I don't think they removed that thing.
I see. I see. Phil.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is that when they get the fucking game fixed, there's always like a fucking company that's trying to DDoS them to where they have to now change their firewall and everything completely again to be able to, you know, basically fix it, and then it fucks up the rest of the game for another while. Thank you, Ultraman947 for that follow. Thank you so much, bud, and grab a burrito while you're here, bud. But it's just been pissing me off that they've been doing this like so much on this damn game. Because before, when I first started VR chat, it ran smoothly, it ran fine, even on my shitty computer. And now it's like I can barely fucking do a 3-hour or 4-hour stream on VR chat in my VR headset with my fucking 2000 fucking setup. And it fucking pisses me off. I'm like, I paid $2,000 and $300 for the VR headset and the computer to be able to basically play this game and stream it completely well. The fact of the matter is that when it fucking, like, just dies, because it's like, oh, by the way, there's, like, so much shit that's going wrong with our game. We can't fix it. I'm like, what? I'm like, y'all were fine, like, 4 updates ago, and now you're gonna fuck it up again. That's great. Like, don't get me wrong, the new UI setting... Like, don't get me wrong...
VR chat in a simple word. Wait for it.
What?
VR chat put into words.
Just meant...
Screeching?
Yeah, autistic screeching.
Should be the AOL startup.
I like that one better. Can we go with that one?
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'll get that.
It would actually be a little bit. It would be a little bit better for like the goddamn VR startup instead of like the fucking happy go music they have. It's just the AOL fucking startup fucking message and shit. Like that. But the thing is, like, I love VR. I play a lot of games in VR. Try to send me. Okay, I'll try and send you one here real quick. Let me see if it's doing a shit right now.
When VR chat actually works properly, it's actually a decent game. But right now, it's...
This entire time, I've just been doing SBR.
Been doing what?
Fuck you. Like, genuinely fuck you.
What?
My phone isn't working right now.
That literally is not my problem.
Where the fuck is Snow on here?
Fine, then I'll just play fucking... I'll just be playing my Switch.
What's SBR?
What's SBR?
Oh fuck! Did they hear me?
I don't know. Yeah, they can hear you. What?
Did somebody ask what SBR is?
Yeah, Rip did.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll go into a little bit of detail. Me and this guy over here play a mobile game, which is Dragon Ball based.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's called Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle.
Yeah.
And SBR is basically a mode in which you fight enemies that are ridiculously stupidly overpowered. In which case you have to try to get past it so you can get stuff that you normally don't get throughout the course of the game. So, cat's out of the bag now that I can't keep my mouth shut. So.
Nice.
Noob, that's pretty much you on a daily basis.
You know, you're not wrong, but it hurts when you point it out.
Well, that's what friends do.
Indeed. Can't argue that one.
But basically, I do love fucking mobile games nowadays because there are a bunch of really good mobile games that have came out. Like I play Seven Nights, and I fucking love that game. And
I play too many mobile games to count. It's an actual addiction at this point.
It feels like it after a while.
Shut the fuck up!
I don't use my phone for anything but Discord and fucking. That's it.
Lack of LRs you got going on.
But like the thing is though is that like I play this game like 24/7 when I'm at work. But I play this thing like 24/7 almost all the time, and I'm like I think gold now in it. I think I'm gold in like arena. I used to be fucking crystal because it goes bronze, silver, gold, fucking platinum, crystal, diamond, then master, elite, then fucking Conqueror to Challenger, and then first place. And it's well, because the thing is, there's
Question
so
mark,
much.
Question mark.
There's like so many things that you can upgrade these characters with, like weapons and skills and gems to help them
Yeah, I
like
got you.
get higher up. The thing is, though, is that they're now coming out with a thing that's called Mystic Awakening, and it's fucking bullshit on one character, to where his silence ability is literally from zero. You can either hit 0% silence or fucking the whole other team's completely silenced, to where they can't fucking do any spells or anything to only attack basically. And it's like whenever it happened to me, I was like pissed to shit because I was like, how the fuck are they doing this? And the new thing that they just added in was hero statistics, which basically you can see what the like pros are using as their things, like what kind of gems or what kind of like fucking weapons they have for their abilities with the weapons on it. So like I figured out it's lethal rate and silence casting for this motherfucker, and I literally put on, after I limit breaked him, put silence on for like 100%. And now I gave him a fucking ring that's like every time he hits, he casts silence. The fucking teams can never, because he's got speed attack as well on his thing. His speed attack is fucking 90, where that's like the highest you can get on a character. And all he does is he slaps once, whole team's silenced. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it gets. Oh, I've gotten like messages from people when I played the game and I beat them in arena. They're like, "What the fuck are you using? And why do you silence me every fucking hit?" I'm like, "I'm not telling my secrets. Fucking learn like everybody else did, because I'm not giving that away." But it's more the fact that people just don't understand that like mobile games nowadays have like gone far beyond from being like Angry Birds and fucking what's that other game, like Tetris, being on your phone and playing just Minecraft.
Doodle Jump.
Did he really just say Tetris on the phone?
I know, right? Like, it's a legitimate game people play on their fucking phone.
I mean, people do play Tetris on their phone. I used to back when I had an iPhone, but
Bruh, that was back when they had flip phones, not this fucking smart.
Oh, dude, oh, that's Snake.
the fucking Snake. Oh my god.
That's fucking true.
I'm gonna go play on my Motorola.
Yes, that's true. They're fucking Fortnite on the phone now.
Okay, Yurito, what would you say the game that you're the best
And
at?
Upigs.
Like,
The
what
game
would
that
you
I'm the-
say you yourself.
The game that I'm the best
Here's
at.
the answer for you: none.
Shut the fuck up.
The answer is none.
No,
We've
no.
been playing together for too long.
I am okay. The one game that I'm actually good at is Realm Royale. That is the one game I actually can get kills in and fucking win games with people in. That is a game that I'm good
I have
at.
to admit, Realm Royale, yeah.
Like, that is a game I'm good at. I used to be okay at fucking Rocket League until I fucking broke my damn controller into
Yes,
1,000
best game
pieces,
ever.
and now I tried to play with you on a keyboard today. It looked like shit. God, that was aneurysm inducing, I swear to God. Like,
Bro, I'm getting.
PTSD.
You ever play a game where
Fucking
you
lag.
You ever play a game where you cannot play with your friends because your friends are nowhere near your skill level?
All the time.
Rainbow
I play,
Six Siege.
dude. I play League, and I used to be gold in fucking and jungle, and I would play with my friends. They'd fucking drop me down to fucking bronze.
Troy, you've seen my streams,
Rainbow
right?
Six
Obviously.
Siege. Huh?
Have you seen my Rocket League streams?
Oh, all the time.
Yes.
Let me. Oh fuck. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me give you the rank system, basically, for those of you who don't know about Rocket League. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, champion, grand champion.
Very easy to
I'm
understand.
champion 2. I'm 2 ranks away from being in the top division of Rocket League.
And that's a problem.
See, here's why I can't play Rainbow Six Siege. Even though I don't play ranked, there's only 2 or 3 people who are on my skill level. Like, everyone else I've played with, Yorito literally can say this himself. Me, I play Rainbow Six Siege, okay? I walk into a room, the objective is in a certain position, and I know where everybody's at from spawn. Instantly, 3 of my teammates are dead. One of those would be Yorito.
I'm not good at first-person shooters. Let's get this straight. I'm good at third-person. I play fucking Dota, League, and fucking Smite for Jesus Christ's sake.
Meanwhile, me over here, I pull out a fucking pistol, the weakest weapon in the entire game. and
He
I'm
gets like
fighting
4
the entire
kills.
team.
I don't know how.
Dude, a game that you guys know Monster Hunter?
Yeah, that's a game I'm good at too.
I love Monster Hunter.
I don't play it. Dauntless, I've been playing the shit out of lately.
I fucking love that too. That's awesome as
I
well.
really wanna
So what
play
you're
it.
saying
I
is you're
really wanna
gay.
play it. You and fucking
Bro.
conflicted.
I'm not lying to you. I thought the concept of Monster Hunter was so fucking dumb. It just beat the shit out of something for 4 hours until it dies.
Yeah, Dauntless is the same thing.
Dauntless is fun as fuck.
Yeah, because it's free.
It's the same
It's
shit.
the exact same game, but free with lower graphic settings.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I used to
like,
play Dauntless back in the
Beat the shit out
beginning.
of it now.
but the thing is, though, is that like,
Play Dauntless back in the beginning.
at least with Dauntless, there's only like 5 classisms. There's the dual blades. There's the there's the longsword, the hammer, the axe, and then I think it was like, what was the other one? It was the guns.
Those are pistols.
Yeah, the pistols.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's only 5 classes. You don't have to like go through 30 different classes like on Monster Hunter to deal with like, what do I think I'm good with? Like, I'm good in Monster Hunter, I'm good with the hammer. Like, I'll fucking beat down a motherfucking goddamn dragon with a damn hammer doing my fucking flipty-dipties. Just
Oh,
jumping
no,
off a
to be good
thing.
at the game.
But some
Me,
games you
I'm
can't do
only
that
good
with.
with dual.
Yeah, some games you can't do that with, and I went to Dauntless thinking the exact same thing with the fucking hammer, and I thought, oh, I can do my flippy dip dips. No, I was kind of mad about that because there's no sliding or anything in it either. But
No, it's
again,
kinda like
Sus.
if Monster Hunter make Dark Souls kind of, because like you have the one standard roll, and most of the time when you go to use a healing item, it's one of those things you crush in your hand.
yeah,
You ever notice that?
yeah, I do, and it's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
I see it.
That's kind of what the mixture is: Monster Hunter and Dark Souls.
Like I will say,
I do like
Okay.
it.
I will say, I am very much, I'm very excited for Iceborne to come out in December for the PC. I'm very excited for that for Monster Hunter because they are bringing back a bunch of old monsters. What the fuck? Why?
I haven't been able to play World.
Huh?
Go work on the server again.
Okay. But I'm very happy and excited for that one because they're bringing back a bunch of old monsters that used to be in Monster Hunter, like 1 in Generations. Yeah, like they're bringing back the Tiger Rex. They're bringing back the bat. I can't remember its fucking name. They're bringing back the fucking spider, and
Okay, I just don't know how to join this shit.
I'm trying to figure out how I.
Fucking Goku ape.
What is going on with my friend's fucking thing? For some reason, I can't invite Snow in here. Not Snowflake, but Snow Footprints. For some reason, it's not allowing me to invite him in here.
Yeah, let's not
I
do that
left
first
you
one.
to server and I can't stand the frame shit.
But for some reason, it's not showing his name up when I'm on here. Like, it'll show Sins and them and Schmoodle, but it won't show him up. And
The game machine broke.
I don't know. Like, I've added him like 3 times and it won't allow him in here. But
You can try adding one of us, and then we see if we can invite him.
all right. I just sent you a from Fell because I've already got Noob as my friends list. So, but the thing is, though, is that like Iceborne is actually really cool because they're adding a bunch of new features into it. Like now you can grapple onto the monsters and pull yourself forward. The cool thing with it, though, with the hammer, is that when
TPS
you
is why Discord calls are better.
when I grapple onto them, you'll start doing the flippy dip thing. If you're like holding it and then grapple, you'll start doing your dips on him, and you'll start just shooting your fucking hammer on his fucking
Tell
head.
Nib he has to add me via Discord. I've sent him a FR.
And it's very good. It's very neat. I like how they're changing it up in Monster Hunter because in every other Monster Hunter game, it's never been to where you could grapple to the monster. You could grapple to the bugs or to the ledges, but you could never grapple to the monster. And it just changes how the game completely turns around because now Sword and Shield is now viable again. It's not like, oh fuck, I'm now a dead fucking meme. No, you can now grapple and then fucking like Buster Shield the fucking monster and knock them off balance and stun them. And I was like, that's fucking cool. That they're not just like putting out a DLC being like, oh look, monsters and new biome. No, they're like, we're changing up the battle format fucking completely. And I legit looked at it and I was like, I am in awe and shock and awe about this. But the thing is, Dauntless is like so simplistic and how like the monsters act and you can see what they're going to do. Whereas in like Monster Hunter, you have to read the monster's fucking movements to a damn T to figure out what fucking attack move they're about to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I fucking hate a lot of the monsters in Monster Hunter world.
Yeah, because there's like the Tiger Rex. It's like so hard to predict what it's gonna do because it could rush you, it could fucking jump on top of you, or it could go and fucking like chomp your ass or slash your ass off. But the thing is that almost all the movements for each move that it's gonna do look the exact fucking same. Like there's no light up, there's no like little fucking outline to show you that it's about to do this certain move. In fucking Dauntless, you see that shit. You know that like the fucking what's it called? The Shakira, the fucking owl fucker. You know he's about to throw icicles at your ass when you see his fucking feathers do this and then slap. Like you know that's coming. Cause you can see the moveset. Whereas a Monster Hunter, the fucking Ice Wyvern, it's like, oh hey, I'm going up in the air, I might be running away, or I might be turning around to fucking shoot icicles out my butt cheeks. And you don't know.
A big monster that does that shit is the Basil Geese.
Yeah, I fucking hate Basil Juice. I hate his ass so much.
Basil Juice is such a fucking prick because you can see it, it's in the sky, it's 1,500 things you can do. It could carpet bomb you, it could do kamikaze,
Yep.
it could do whatever the fuck it feels like, and you're never gonna know.
You're never gonna know till like the last minute when it hits your ass. That's the
B42 for
problem.
win.
B42. What is B42?
I think that's a plane.
Oh, yeah. it's literally. I legit think that the fucking Monster Hunter team like put in the Basil Juice as a fucking kamikaze plane for like Japan just to fuck with people. Like it's.
I mean, do you know what fucking Splatoon isn't even?
It's a bomber plane.
Pearl Marina. It means Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
They're not hiding shit.
They're not hiding shit. The thing, by the way, I do love this meme that I found out about Pokemon like fucking lore is that the three Reggies are talking about the bombing of Hiroshima and like the three bombings in Japan.
Yikes.
And that was like when I looked at it, I'm like, this looks like it could be true because there's on Reggie Rock there's an H. On Reggie Ice, there's a T, and on Reggie Steel, there's an O, which is HTO, which is the fucking chemical compound for what happens when a nuclear explosion goes off. Those three things collide, they make a...
Yikes, dude.
But that's not where it gets even worse. The three places you find them are in the left side region of the Hoenn region, the top right and the top bottom left, which is also the whole map for the Hoenn region, is based off of Japan's like that place where all three of them were bombed. What makes it worse? You have to have Warlord and fucking Leotek in your party to even find any of them. By the way, Warlord and Leotek, they both look like the two different bombs that were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. There was Big Boy that was dropped on Nagasaki, and there was Little Boy that was dropped on Hiroshima, and they look almost identical to the bombs. So it's like, Jesus Christ, Japan, I know that we fucking messed you guys up, but damn, don't tell fucking U.S. kids about how we bombed your state.
We didn't fuck up, but like...
Yeah, we're like...
Oh, we fucked up.
Yeah, we really...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. If we're gonna get into a little history of it, for those of you who read into the Pearl Harbor incident, what they did was they flew planes to the United States, and they shot a bunch of fucking military soldiers in Pearl Harbor.
And kamikaze half our fucking ships.
What they didn't do is fire onto innocent civilians. They did none of that. all they were firing onto was military members.
Yeah, we.
Obviously, as Americans, we took that as, an attack on our nation, which it was. However, they were doing it in the guidelines of war.
They were.
Us, all we did was take 2 big fuck-off nukes.
Three
and
big
drop
fuck
them
off
into
nukes.
Very populated cities. Do you know how many fucking civilian casualties there were in fucking Nagasaki and Hiroshima?
There were a lot.
I'm gonna go with more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think more than 10 too.
I think it was about like 100K of like
Do you
deaths
know
of
how many
civilians.
civilian casualties there were in Pearl Harbor?
None.
Casualties?
I don't think there were any.
Count them on your hand.
Oh.
I thought it was none. I thought we didn't have any civilian casualties.
Yeah, exactly. You can count it on your hand, which means you can't count it at all because it didn't
Yeah.
fucking happen.
That's the fucking problem, is that America fucked up real hard because, by the way, we are the most indebted fucking country in the world, by the way. We are several $billion in debt to other countries because
Well aware.
all we like to do is do war. That's all we fucking do, is that we're going to war because we have to show everybody that our penis is bigger than everybody else. And that's a problem. Like, we've gone to this state to where it's like, oh, we see you're building a nuclear warhead. Ours is bigger and more powerful. Great. That's awesome. But where did we get the fucking materials? Oh, Japan, Europe, fucking Russia, goddamn China. What the fuck? If we don't have the resources to
Shit.
build it ourselves, why are we grabbing it from other countries and making ourselves more in debt? I love how, by the way, Donald Trump's very big slogan was that I'm going to pay off the debt of the United States with my own money. Because the dude is a fucking multi-billionaire guy. He's got a fucking bunch of multi-billion-dollar companies. Dude has not spent a fucking dollar on the U.S. at all. Besides to try and build a wall to block off Mexico.
Do you know he's been bankrupt 3 times already?
Yeah, he has. That's the thing. Is that he made promises he can't keep.
The only thing that's worth anything to him at the current given moment is his net worth.
Guys,
Yeah.
I want to weigh in on this because there is a specific point on that war that you all are missing.
I'm not in politics. I don't care what the fuck they do in that side of the thing. All
Hey,
I know
you're
is the fact
Weeto.
that as
What's up, Goldie?
someone that has, people that are, involved in military, involved in, police force. My father was a correction officer for 22 years.
I mean, my dad served in Desert Storm, so I understand the whole...
There you go. They do not get the amount of recognition that they deserve.
They don't, and that's the problem, is that most of homeless people, by the way, most of homeless people are freaking, like, ex-military. Half the homeless, like, community is ex-military.
Do you realize that we pay actors, singers, movie stars, and entertainers all over the world millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars?
Whereas we barely pay the shit.
Fuck all.
Yeah, whereas we basically
And
do...
and people are living in poverty to where their families every single day could have gotten a message saying, hey, Dad ain't coming fucking home. Or
He's
Mom ain't
dead.
coming home.
Yeah. That's the thing, and
Disgusting.
that is very much...
Disgusting.
It's very much disgusting, because I hate it, because... When my mom, when my dad and my mom, when they were married, before they had me, they had my older brother, but he was not from my dad's side. He's from a previous marriage that my mom had. But my dad always treated my older brother like he was his own son. The thing was, when my dad went to war, and they had me, my dad came back from like war, and I was being born. The thing was, though, is that they barely ever send fucking letters that they write from the military to their actual freaking families. They don't do it till like after like about 4 or 5 months after deployment.
So you were just your Weeto on VRC.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is that it pissed me off that when my mom started showing me all the letters that my dad had wrote to her when he was like in fucking Afghanistan for Desert Storm, that, or I think Iraq, I can't remember which one it was, either Iraq or Afghanistan. I think it's Iraq for Desert Storm. And I think the Paragata War is Afghanistan. But when he was in, I think, Iraq, and he sent all these letters, she didn't get them for 4 months while he was there. She had to wait 4 months for them to send them, even though they were already back in the United States, because the military has to hold them off to check every fucking letter and make sure they're not sending something back from the fucking war that is potentially dangerous. But the thing is, why the fuck is a military officer in our military going to send back a fucking bomb from Iraq to his family? Do you understand how fucking stupid that sounds? That they would think that.
No, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
But that gets worse. That the fact that if when they go to deployment, if someone dies, the family doesn't get told instantly. They have to wait till the war is over. Like, the whole war is over for them to get confirmation that, oh, yeah, your husband's not coming home. He got shot in Afghanistan 8 months ago. 8 months ago is how they would do it. He got shot 8 months ago. Why didn't you bring the body back for the family to bury? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, if my dad died...
They're looking for sensitive info.
That's true, too. Sensitive info is also a thing, but the thing is, though, is that, like, why aren't they bringing the bodies back instantly when they're dead? Because, like, they have, like, the military has a thing, the army, at least I know, has the rule, no man left behind, even if they are dead. You still bring the body back to base for them to put in a casket, ship back to fucking Georgia or wherever you live, and back in the U.S. to be buried. But they wait until the war's over to do it. Dude, that fucking body could fucking decay in 8 months. Because, like, because you want to wait. And then the family's got to deal with a decaying body.
What the fuck is
What they try and do is they have, I think in the army at least, I know from a friend that told me, they have a, it's not a gynecologist, it's a, the people that deal with dead bodies, that take out all the internal organs and everything and stuff them, so that way their body's preserved. But the thing is, that is like the worst kind of fucking way to basically bury somebody, is to bury them in a fucking, like, let's take out all this guy's organs, his ass cheeks, everything, and like fucking defile his personality, just because we want to preserve his body. Oh god. Oh, there's Little. Hey. But the thing is, though, is that it was like the worst thing ever, is that one of my dad's friend had died in Desert Storm, and he told them that he wanted to watch them basically bury him in Afghanistan or bury him back in the United States. Hey, Little. But the thing was, he had to watch the whole process of them defiling his body, taking out his organs and everything, to stuff him so that way his body was preserved. By the way, did you know they fucking put pins in their mouths and their teeth and their eyes to keep the body from opening its eyes or opening its mouth or anything, because that happens when a person is dead. The body's eyes and mouth open. Like, in movies get it wrong all the time. They think that, oh, he died, his eyes are shut and his mouth is closed, he's not gonna shit himself. No, the body releases everything that is inside of it. Basically, mucus, defecation, everything like that, when the body dies. The thing is, if my dad died, I'd rather have him fucking cremated than stuffed full of fucking foam and shit, so that way he could be preserved back here. I'd rather have his ashes to go throw in a fucking river for him to live out his life in a river than be in a fucking goddamn casket that is filled with, his body's filled with foam. Like, I don't understand that. Why the American thing is, oh, because in Europe, they think we're fucking crazy because we do this. Because they either cremate or they bury their loved ones with, like, in a wooden box instead of, like, let's fill his fucking whole body with foam. Let's put him in a wooden box and let him grow with nature. Let the fucking roots take his body and use it as nourishment. Whereas we're like, nah, let's pump our fucking U.S. citizens that are dead with chemical fluids and chemical fucking reactions to where the fucking environment can't use it. I'm like, that's a great fucking thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's very disgusting. Hello. We're gonna... Guy, Noob's calling you, Lily. I think she's AFK. Oh no, there she goes.
Lily, that's gold. I'm over here.
It's gold.
That's cold. Smile. This game is the game is so bugged that it's like doing that now.
Oh, I'm in this chair.
Wow, I had no idea if that's how to USA do that. Wow.
What are you looking at?
It's very it's despicable.
I don't think she updated her game.
Yeah.
Lily, you should probably go update your game.
Yeah, go update your game real quick. Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, then.
I know.
Yeah.
This is where I
Yeah,
am.
no, you're right here.
Yeah, that's where I see Noob too. I don't see him in Gaming Smiles chair.
That's a fucking yikes.
By the way, the even thing that's worse about the United States, we think that a diamond ring is very special. Guess what? That shit is half the diamond rings you get from places.
You fix bleeding from the top of your head.
1 second. How do you fix bleeding from the top of your head? Oh God.
What does that matter? Diamond is a common metal. Diamond is
It is!
a common metal forever.
But we fucking sell it as like it's a fucking goddamn. But we sell it as it's like a fucking rare metal. It's not, because they have a fucking storage room with those damn things. They just have fucking abundance of. Hello. But the thing is.
Long time no see. Anyway, continue.
But the American dream is that, oh, get married, have a few kids, buy a house. We are the only country that gives a fuck about buying a house after 21 years of age. We are the only country that does that. Europe doesn't do it. Russia, China, Japan, none of them do that. They could give a
There's
fuck
lot
less.
on my floor.
They could fucking
Sorry,
care
we are
less.
Chat in the room, but not that room. The FUCJ.
There's a lot on my floor, so I'm in VR chat in the room, but not that room. The fuck. I would say update VR chat real quick. So that might be.
Get a wet cloth and hold it till it stops.
Yeah, just
So,
listen to
how
Rick.
you doing?
But again, getting back on topic, we are literally the only country that gives a fuck about diamond rings and buying a house after 21. Fucking the only people in Europe, China, Japan, and Russia that have houses are the rich or the people that are royalty. Nobody else just buys a house. Usually they're living in apartments. And I understand why, because it's cheaper. And it doesn't fucking up our, it's not fucking up their taxes. Like, our taxes are screwed because of it. Because everybody thought after... Yeah, go ahead.
You know the reason I live in a house right now?
Why?
Because this house that I live in right now is the house that I was legitimately born into.
And that's fine.
My father bought this house at the age of 21, like you just stated that Americans do.
Yeah.
And he's owned it for 23 years. My uncle just recently bought it, and now I'm renting it out from him.
Like, that's the thing, though, is that it's better to rent than to buy a house, though.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Paying for something outright like that, that's gonna drop your lease, and especially in the Massachusetts area, the cheapest house in Massachusetts is at a place called Watertown, and they're going for about a $500,000.
Yeah.
Jack A. Boyish, make sure it's cold.
That's the thing, too, is that in frickin' Georgia, the lowest house in the place that I live is almost over $200,000. Like, my dad's house is like $250,000. And I'm like, why the fuck?
There's no reason for it.
There's no reason for it unless, like, I understand why my dad did it, though, because he's in a management position that's really high up in management. And that's fine. But the fact of the matter is that when we get, like, a job, like, even, like, a low-paying job, like, that hits minimum wage, we think after 21 years we want to buy a house, so we save up for it. But to be honest, you could save that $500K that you use to buy your house to go buy an apartment for 50 years. You could spend $200K on an apartment and look, you're there for 20 years now. Because your landlord doesn't give a fuck. You just gave him $200,000 to live there for 20 years. And you're not fucking have to pay anything else on it. You don't have to pay utilities. You don't have to pay all this other shit that when you buy a house you have to pay for. And if you do rent an apartment, the utilities are like barely shit. They're like very cheap. Just I like how Little's like tell me no, that's not true.
Little? Her name's Lily.
I know, I call her Little though. That's how I've always called her. Yeah.
Okay. So
I always call her
what
Little.
I'm talking about with the houses mainly. Noob, you know Al, like the artist who drew that the picture of you basically fucking going in your shit. He's a really nice person.
If your landlord sells the property, then the new owners can run you out.
is that first
Yeah.
Lily seems
I need
cute.
to get a job. I need to get a stable job real quick.
fucking
Hey,
idiot.
we're
She
gonna
is.
both be going to college very soon, so we're gonna rent out an apartment together. But the only way this is really possible is because I'm not flexing this either. This is not something that's I'm so proud of this, or I'm so happy a friend that this happened to a friend. But Al got into an accident when she was younger, which caused her family to sue a park because they left an electrical wire open, and Al was such a big brain and touched it like the big brain she is. So she got electrocuted, almost died to death. Fucking.
Almost. Did you? Okay. Can we back up?
Almost
Did you literally just say almost died to death?
died to death.
Go in the
Died.
corner. 5 minutes. Go.
I'm rethinking my statement on who Fell is now. I don't think Fell is fucking. I don't think Fell is fucking goddamn is Richard. I think he's now more Gavin than Richard.
Holy
You
moly.
may go back to the I'll take your spot for you.
But
Okay.
going back to that, that is also a thing that is very dumb about
For you.
because I work on movie sets,
Smile back up.
But-
Okay, I fixed it.
but I work in movie sets, and when they have electrical wires, they have to cover them up with like speed bump things, so that kids don't go touch the wires, so they can't get sued for it.
Had fun, man. Gonna use clips from your stream for a video. Thanks for noob being a good sport.
Her parents sued the thing, and she has
For a video.
$15,000 in
Yeah.
her bank account. The sued the park.
Invader,
She has 15,000.
is this illegal?
Oh my god, what
Are
is?
you trying to fuck the Mountain Dew can?
No, I'm just taking Phil's spot because he told him to sit in the corner.
As long as one of you are getting punished for that abomination, it's not illegal.
I'm just
Yeah.
making myself for him.
Okay. Anyways,
I won't say you're a better man for it, but you know, continue what you're doing.
shut the fuck up, Mr. LR.
Go to the corner.
Okay. So her mother is not the nicest of people, and is actually kind of a really big asshole. And basically forced her
half
to live
America
with
is.
her, grandmother. So my friend lives with her grandmother instead of her mother. So her grandmother. Now I understand it's hard. You have to raise a kid by yourself, but she refuses to pay
Tell me
for
about it.
Al's college at all. She's not paying for Al's college at all. So that 15,000 that she has, only a small portion of that is going to be able to go into the apartment that we plan to rent out.
What the fuck?
So she's not going to college first year. She's
Tell
done
noob
with
I'm
high
gonna
school.
blow up his house with my toy R suit.
I spent $2,347.35 on Piggy.
But the thing is, like I know someone just like that, by the way, Fell. So one of my friends, he has a his mom's sister is just a complete bitch, to be honest.
You spent how much?
She lives like down the street from him, or she used to before like the cops took her away and almost fucking sent her kids to DFAX.
Stop.
Because, by the way, this
Corner with him.
bitch, I would go down the so my
You think it's cheap to rent over there? It's
So
way
my,
cheaper in Australia.
In the corner.
yeah, so my car is very loud. It's a sports car, so it fucking whenever I'm going at 35, it sounds like I'm going fucking 50.
Get back there.
And I love it, but at the same time, it gets me in trouble with cops when I'm at fucking work. I knew.
I miss.
He fucking put a coke can over risk.
I can do it again. Yeet.
But this bitch, okay, so I'm coming down the way,
I can't reach that.
and this woman will fucking sue anybody for anything. So I'm coming down the way, I see the school bus.
Lol.
It's already leaving, so I don't need to stop anymore. I'm just slowing down. I'm literally going speed limit in the frickin' in the cul-de-sac. So I'm coming down the way, and my car literally sounds like a fucking goddamn fucking car that's revving up because I put a straight pipe on it, so it sounds like it's shooting off bullets. But I'm coming through the way. I'm only going 35.
What are you doing?
The kids are nowhere near my car, by the way. They're on the fucking grass. I'm on the completely opposite side of the fucking road from where they're at.
Gotcha.
I'm coming down the way, and I go to park my car. I see this bitch walking down. I'm like, oh, what's she want now? And I'm like, whatever. There's Snow. Finally, he's here. But
What's that?
she's coming down the way. I'm like, oh, I'm guessing she wants to talk about my car. The bitch comes down there. She's like, you could have fucking hit my kids. I'm like, ma'am, what are you talking about? She's like, you could have hit my children. I'm like, ma'am, to be real frank, your kids were on the opposite side of the goddamn fucking road. If I hit your kids, then that's their own stupidity at that point, because I'm nowhere near them. If they ran in front of my car, I can't stop on a damn dime, even though I have sports brakes on my car. I'm sorry, I don't fucking...
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to commit mass homicide here, but if your kids ran in front of my car and I've got 5 seconds to stop, I'm not gonna be able to stop when I'm going 35 miles per hour, and your kids run from my damn car. But they were nowhere near it, and she was just like yelling off, and she's like, if you ever fucking come through this goddamn neighborhood that fast again, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, you mean the speed limit? You mean the actual speed limit that's posted outside your neighborhood for me to go the speed limit to basically make sure I don't hit anybody in the first place? You want me to go fucking slower than that
Off button.
because your kids on the opposite side of the road, nowhere near my car at all, nowhere in danger. But you want me to slow down because you think I'm going to hit your children because my car sounds like a goddamn fucking AK-47 when it's popping off because I put it in sport mode by accident. And you want me to turn it off. I would understand if she said, just make sure your car's not in sport mode. I would have been like, yeah, sure, I didn't mean for it to be in sport mode. But she's just going ham off on me. She's like, if you do that again, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, okay. I do the exact same thing the next day. Fucking calls the cops on me. And he's like, do you know how fast you're going? I'm like, yes, I do. On my fucking thing, because I have an app that records my speed limit, which is the Google app. It'll record your speed limit. And I showed him my speed limit, and it was 35. And he looked at the woman like with the most, I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch, because she does this on a daily basis with anybody that's coming down that road to try and sue them to be able to pay for her fucking house. Because guess what she spends her money on? It's not on her kids. It's not on her house. She spends it on her fucking nice car and on all the appliances that she has in her house. Nothing goes towards her actual house or her kids.
Jesus Christ.
And what's even worse...
No, it's kind of hard to get appliances for a house that you don't fucking pay for.
Yeah, I know, but the thing that's worse, she doesn't take care of her children at all. She doesn't discipline them one bit.
Wow, what a bitch.
She doesn't help them out at all. Her kids literally come to my friend's house to play with him and to ask him about school and shit because she will not help him. She will not help them at all. The stepfather that was helping pay for the house because she wouldn't pay for the house left her ass because she's such a fucking complete ass bitch. She doesn't do anything. All she did was yell. We literally called her Bitch Zilla because all she did was bitch all the time. And when she would walk around, it looked like fucking Godzilla stomping on buildings. So my friend was about to move out, so I did not give a fuck about this bitch. I'm coming nowhere near here the next time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go down this way. I'm gonna turn on my sport mode to piss her off because I'm not gonna see her again after this point. I'm coming down. I'm going 25 at this point, so the popping's even less. So it doesn't sound like an AK-40. It sounds like a pistol. I'm coming down the fucking way, and I see her fucking starting to stop, and I'm like, I yelled on the way, look out, it's Bitch Zilla, everybody get in the fucking bunker! And this bitch starts stopping faster towards me, and I get in my car and I fucking race off. And my friend is in the fucking lawn on the ground, fucking laughing his ass off. And she's trying to give him an earful, and you know what he does? Because I can see him because I haven't left yet. He gets in her face and he's pointing at her, yelling at her like he does not give a fuck. And I'm like, at this point, I'm pretty sure they're disowning her from the family. And that was the best part. But the thing was that gets worse is that her kids are just as bad, by the way. They don't listen to anybody. They don't fucking take any fucking responsibility for themselves. Even though one of them is 15, by the way. One of them is 15, doesn't take any responsibility for his little sister or his little brother at all. All he wants to do all day is fucking play Fortnite. Sometimes his mom, even will let him stay at home to play video games because she doesn't have the fucking time to go take him to school. Yet she does nothing. She doesn't work. She doesn't do shit. Literally on Thursdays, we'll see her come to the fucking goddamn Mexican restaurant because we go there just so she can ruin the fun of it. Because it's an open mic night. It's literally fucking karaoke day on Thursday nights. And, like, today... yeah, chicken nugget, little. But...
What the fuck?
I don't know. But I literally, so before the whole thing was, I like how she broke character.
I'm sorry. I need a minute.
What the fuck? Little, what the fuck? But things get worse. So today,
Clip that, please.
I hope someone clips it in my stream. I want that clip so bad. Just fucking, just a full blown like mature conversation, and then chicken nugget. What, little?
Pizza.
Clip on the way.
Are you hungry?
I think she is. Little, did your parents not feed you today? Noob, I'm ashamed of you.
Feed any one of my children.
Lack thereof.
Yeah, I know. I abandoned 3 of them. Now I'm down to 1.
Oh god.
Now you're down to 1 yesterday.
What, little?
You stole it. I didn't steal it. I was borrowing without permission.
Yeah, borrow without permission.
Oh yeah, Noob, your stalker's here finally.
SpongeBob moment there, noob.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Wait. No, wait, hold on. I just remembered I have to go do something somewhere else.
Oh my god. Thanks, Pan, you just... What?
Chicken nugget.
Hamburger.
Thanks, Pan, you just got rid of my comedy.
Feed your child.
She's not my child.
She's new.
Feed your child.
He kidnapped yesterday.
Oh, there you are, Snow. I can hear you finally.
Literally kidnapped her.
Jesus Christ, it works. That was a back ass way of getting into this shit. Fucking hell.
I'll re-invite him. Oh, I can't because it still says he's in the world.
So we talked about 18th century hentai, right?
Why does your neck look so crooked, Lily?
I fucking love how that's where that fucking whole debacle went to. We're talking about 18th century hentai, right?
I mean,
That's...
I haven't seen no period Japanese art where they get raped by octopuses, have you?
Ask Noob that question, Little. That's not something I can answer. That's the point where I need to yeet myself.
Chicken nugget.
It was funny the first time, but reiterating it 4 different times in different fucking sound waves does not make it different. That's what she's literally just saying is chicken nugget and saying food words.
That reminds me of the time that I drifted in the back roads of Georgia, like in the dirt road, delivering chicken nuggets to a friend of mine.
I like how he didn't even notice I was in here until I spoke, and
I'm very.
You should go check his profile and see what map he's on right now.
Oh god.
Chicken nugget world?
hey, what? Did he go offline?
No, he went into a world called Roadkill.
No, he went offline.
https://clips.twitch.tv/boringmodijackalana
Yeah, he went offline.
Done it.
So wait, why does he like leave as soon as you come in here, Pantato?
Because a long time ago, I showed up in a world and just kept following him around with a lewd Nanashi face on.
Oh god, someone actually clipped it.
Yeah, Rick clipped the chicken nugget part, so now we have that.
But yeah, I followed him around in a world with a lewd face on the entire time, just like scratching at his leg, and now I'm his public stalker number 1.
Public stalker.
And he runs away from me anytime he has contact with me. Except for the one time when he was drunk. But he doesn't remember that.
So are you basically
Inbred? Did you say an inbred Thumb Snow?
You're welcome.
You're basically an anime plot now.
Anime
He only runs away when he's not drunk because anime plot.
plot. But yeah. Also, thank you, Rick, for the clip. But the thing is, though, is that what the fuck were we talking about? I can't remember.
18th century hentai?
Oh yeah, the bitch. I wasn't done with the whole fucking story.
Noob crashed.
Oh, Noob crashed. So that's what happened. He crashed after he left.
Alrighty then.
But also,
That's for fleeing.
so the thing that made it worse. So today I went to go do.
There's a soda floating on top of your head.
That's what?
I have a question.
Fucking
Why is it that Yuri has no wrist?
I have what?
Here.
You have no wrist.
I have wrists.
Hey, it's opposite. It's the other way.
No, that's how I drink it. I fucking shotgun these things. But I gotta inject Mountain Dew in my blood.
Here with aviation gin and coke.
So the story gets better, by the way, because earlier today, like more like a few hours ago, before I went to go skateboard with Amundus, we went to the karaoke thing because I was like, okay, my friend's gonna be back in for like a week. I'm gonna go play karaoke with him. The fuck?
Sorry, I was looking at pizza stuff.
Oh god.
Okay, then.
Do you need to be fed? What is going on? Are you okay?
Yes, feed me.
Alexa, Google pizza images.
Stop. I'm glad I don't have.
No, stop it. Oh no. Oh.
Stop
I'm
with fat people porn.
I had pizza.
People porn.
Food.
Okay, so
Yeah, give me them runny yolks.
so back on the topic, by the way. So I'm going to karaoke, and before, by the way, even I get there, my friend's like, "Uh-oh," and I'm like, "What?" Because I'm about to turn into the way to come into the karaoke because it's like 5 minutes down the road from me. I turn in, I see fucking Bitchzilla's car, and I'm like, fuck. Because he posted on Facebook that he was going to be back in for a week, and she knows every Thursday we all do karaoke together. We get like a full bunch of friends from like high school, and we all go to karaoke. And but I'm just going to start ignoring Little bit by bit. But so I'm getting there. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore her. I'm not gonna make any eye contact with her because remember the last thing I said, "Bitchzilla's coming, get in the bunker." That's the last thing I ever said to her.
Bitch lasagna?
No, Bitchzilla.
Oh.
Okay, continue.
Pizza night party time.
What's that fucking word?
But basically I got back to. I was over there, and as I'm walking in the door, I could see her in the back corner, and as soon as she sees me, she's staring at me with like the most death stare. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just literally go like, hey, where's such and such? They're like, oh, they're right in front of the karaoke machine. So I'm like, okay. So I go over there and I sit down with them, and we're about to order food and stuff like that. And I remember I only have like $20 left, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get something cheap. So I buy a fucking cheese burrito, like queso burrito that they have there. It's basically, but it's like a burrito with like beef and cheese with queso like dribbled on top of it with rice. So I'm eating my thing, and I'm about to go up next for the karaoke thing. I'm singing whatever the fuck I was singing. I can't remember. Even though this was like 3 hours ago, I still can't remember because the fucking story gets better. So I'm about to go up, I'm starting to sing, and this bitch is just berating me with like fucking boo, you suck, blah 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 blah. I shit you not, the owner knows me and knows my mom. His name is fucking Horanzo. He's a nice Mexican dude. He's awesome as fuck. He gave me like my first alcoholic drink when I was 21 for free. I go up, I'm over there, and he can hear her bad mouthing me the whole time. He literally goes over there, and he's like, he's like, ma'am, do you need something? He was like, I want to speak to your manager. And he looks at her, he's like, I own this place. And then grabs the fucking cup of fucking Coke that has ice in it, pours it over her head, and says, get the fuck out of my goddamn business. And she has to walk out, drenched in Coke, by the way, and her makeup's running down her thing. She's in a nice fucking dress and everything, and her kids are running out with her fucking with their stepfather, her new baby daddy, and they're walking out, and I could see her fucking flip me off, and he's like, you know what? Just for that, you're banned from here for life. Don't fucking come back. And I fucking could see her walking out, fucking doing this, stopping like fucking Godzilla, walking out of the fucking place, getting in her car, and then almost hitting another car by trying to leave. And I look at fucking Alonzo, I'm like, I just give him a thumbs up, and he's like, it's okay, man. She's a bitch anyway.
That's great.
I fucking...
Post that on
I wish I had fucking recorded.
Pro Revenge. Get on YouTube.
I wish I had fucking recorded it. I swear to God, it would have been the best thing to just post on YouTube as a fucking real life vlog. Bitch gets karma.
Is the manager in that store?
No, he's not an awful person. He's a very it takes a lot for him to get mad. By the way, it takes a fuck ton to get him mad. Like the only way you can get him mad is by either like fucking saying something like bad against his family, or threatening people with a gun in front of him. So when he did that, I was like, oh, I'm finally fucking family here. This is great. I've been inaugurated into the Mexican cone. Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Oh goddamn it! I want chicken nugget now.
This is what she does on a daily basis. Don't question it. I can't invite Noob for some reason. Oh wait, is he back in here? Oh, there you are.
That's what you get for trying to run away from me, you little shit.
What is this?
What do you mean?
Those are sun chips.
Whatever, I can live under these conditions. Anyway, continue.
What is this?
Just missed her.
Those would be chips, sweetheart.
You just missed the rest of the story, Alice.
Did the lolly just shove her crotch in the face of a guy?
Snow, here's the thing you'll need to figure out in this game. Don't question anything that happens here. Don't question anything that
You abused your daughter by starving her. How do we know you don't do worse?
What's up, gaming?
You are not within 15 feet away from me. I can prove that right now.
You are not.
I'm on the other side. What do you want from me?
We're going to assume that this table is 15 feet.
I'm pretty sure this room is a 500 by 500 feet thing. You were farther away from her before.
Real quick.
This table's a football field in every
Oh my goodness.
Pretty sure it's like a 400 foot
Actually
thing.
clipped.
We are very loud.
Also reviewing. Now
Yeah.
go that way.
Because you just did the fuck it.
Chicken nugget literally came out of nowhere because I was literally craving for chicken nugget.
Yeah, Noob, you missed it. Someone clipped their thing of just screaming chicken nugget out of nowhere.
You didn't know chicken nuggets are vegan and they totally come out of space?
Hey Dad, where's my chicken nugget?
Squishy space
We'll go to
rocks.
McDonald's after this, alright? We're having an interview with Yurito.
Yeah. Well, podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast.
Me and my friend Cooper literally
So, here, Noob, I'll give you the rundown of the things that you missed real quick. Is that basically after the whole thing of me going down the way, I went slower. Last thing I yelled at her was, "Bitch, Zill's coming! Everybody get in the bunker!" And then I fucking sped off, and I could just hear my friend yelling at her to shut the fuck up. The next day, the next 2 weeks is like, today I'm going to karaoke with my friend. The bitch is there in the very back corner, and I'm about to go up to do karaoke. As I'm singing, she's berating me, saying boo and shit, while everybody else is clapping and having a good time, saying this is great. And the owner of the place, who knows me and my mom very well, because we go there and eat like all the time on Thursday, because we're very much regulars there, to where I get drunk usually on Thursday there if I'm not working. And he'll usually take me home and then bring me back to grab my car. But the bitch was berating me, and then he came over to her and he asked her, "Is there anything wrong, ma'am?" And he was like, "I want to speak to your manager because I don't like the way this guy's singing." And he was like, "Bitch, I'm the owner," and then grabs the fucking Coke that she's got and pours it over her fucking head, drenches her in Coke, and she just looks fucking distraught. Makeup's running down. She's starting to leave the thing, and The whole time her kids are following her, new baby daddy's following her. She flicks me off before she leaves, and the owner's like, just for that, you're banned from here for life. I don't want to see your ass back here ever again. If you do, I'll call the cops. Gets a restraint. I didn't go in this far in depth in it before, but he does get a restraining order on her. Is what he's telling me. He's going to get a restraining order on her to where she can't come within, I think it's 500 feet of the property. So basically, she can't use the fucking cascade that's over to the left of him for like getting her car fixed, which is where she gets her car fixed all the time, by the way. Because H3 won't do her car because they hate her too. So.
See, here's the thing: he can't stop her from going to another business next to that.
Who is this person, though?
He can't, but the thing is though is that like if she comes anywhere near his business, like if she crosses the line.
Violation of the restraining order, she's within, the confines.
Restraining orders don't work on properties; they only work on people, unless they are privately owned properties that are residential properties. They have to be residential specific.
So let me ask you this. If I'm in a private establishment, right, and somebody
Who's this
that
person,
I have
though?
a restraining order on is right
She's
outside of the private establishment.
a very big like. She's just an asshole.
If they are
That's all you hate now.
not your property, so it's like a strip mall sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where your business is in the middle of two other businesses, they can be on the sidewalk all they want. However, if they are continuously on the sidewalk for too long, staring into your business, that can be considered harassment. So that's where it is. But they can go to the business next to yours without any issue because they're a proprietor of that business and they're not messing with you.
Well, I know she's not allowed to come back inside at all because she's banned for life from there.
Like, if you get a restraining order and they are friends with your neighbor, they can visit your neighbor, but they can't come to your property. That's where it comes in. When the whole 500 feet thing comes in when it comes to, like, they can't follow you when you're in public. That's what
Okay. So he's basically probably just gonna get a ban on her for life at his restaurant. That's probably what it's gonna be.
So she can't come in. If he comes into his business, they have what's called like I was working at a hospital as a security guard, and what happens is we have people who come on the property and they abuse different things, and we get what's called
why is my crunch?
Basically they can't come on the property. It's like a warrant. So not a warrant, but like a disallowed to come on the property. So they come on the property and they're not a patient, we can call the cops and they get them arrested. So if she comes into his business, that's where the issue comes in. But if she doesn't come into his business, she can walk past the business or use the business next to his, that sort of thing. Because otherwise you're impeding her rights as a citizen.
Okay.
Regardless of how much of a bitch she is. Which sounds like the worst kaiju ever.
She is the worst kaiju ever.
This bitch would lose to Mothra.
Oh my god, you actually threw it at him.
Oh, it's BHMC. It's Ibris. But.
What do you mean? I had yellow crotch stain grabbing the fucking cam while trying to yeet it across the goddamn fucking.
My favorite Wii Sports meme is the fucking Gibby falling from the sky and hitting the 100 pins on Wii Sports Bowling. Yeah, Gibby falling from the sky to the ground.
You hit your kid.
Hey,
why is there a child?
Now your crotch is laughing too.
Strong feeling the child is not a child.
She's not.
That strong feeling might be true.
No, Conflicted didn't die last night, did he? Last I checked on him, he was passed out on his air mattress face down.
Oh yeah, no, he's fine. He's right over. Where's my wall? He's right over there. So he's good.
Wait. Tell him Pantato is with you.
By the way, Snow.
He's probably asleep.
Loki.
So there's something I want to ask you. By the way, there's if I do go to college, am I still able to like stay with you in housing? Am I able to use my like tuition to pay for my rent?
What a fucking normie.
I know, right? What a nerd.
So the way tuition and college work is they add the rent onto your tuition.
Child, give me more
Okay.
bro.
So it's not that you're using your tuition to pay for rent. They just add
listen to the
the
evil
rent
lady.
charges
Goddammit.
onto your
Don't worry, you got gold.
bill that you owe for the year. So it's
Okay.
like a monthly bill. It's like so basically if you were to live in the same place as me, I'd be paying rent most likely to the landlord or whatever, and then you'd be paying me to offset the charges. I don't know. We had to figure that out, but
Yeah.
it's different. College dorms are also shit because you're paying like 10 grand a year in a room with someone else.
Yeah.
And I've decided to never live in the same room as someone else ever again, unless I am having sex with them.
That is very much true. I would not want to fucking.
I have a shield.
Oh my god.
I'm single again as of today, so that's fun.
Hey, great bachelor degree. Let's get it.
I mean,
I like this.
I drank almost an entire bottle of super nice gin today, so.
I've been drinking Goldschlagers this whole time we've been fucking recording this podcast. I'm very much off my rocker at this point, but so
Just yelled beer at me. Where is
I
she
d-
inside me? I feel violated.
Well, I mean,
Where's the
And
fucking
aroused
evil?
at the same time.
you're getting diddled by a 7-year-old. How do you feel?
Hey, back at the seat. Back at the seat.
Alright.
I can't
Hold
do the
the
thing on
fuck
the
up.
seat.
Beer
Beer.
is nasty. We like hard liquors in this house, okay? We drink gin, we drink vodka, we drink whiskey, we drink scotch and
Crystal
bourbon.
Rainbow Crop, please back it up.
Actually, the crop isn't rainbow.
Oh my god.
I didn't need to know any of this.
Oh my god.
The lightest thing we drink in this house is cider, because cider tastes nice.
Yeah, cider's good.
No one drinks beer. Beer is bad.
Get the fuck off the table.
I mean, like, how much would rent be, by the way, if I moved in with you? Like,
That highly depends on how much rent costs the place I'm looking at.
okay.
If
Doesn't
it's
they-
a place that's $1,100 for a 3-bedroom, then it'd probably be like $6
It'd be like $600 for it?
or $550.
Okay. That wouldn't be that bad. That'd be better than fucking living in an apartment dorm.
Yes, it would. The more people, honestly, that's what the guys did in the military. Was they had I had a couple friends who were living in the same house, so they got a 5-bedroom house with large rent costs, but they all had their own room. So they were living in the same house.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's fucking plug time. I gotta plug in the other sponsor of this video. So,
Water doesn't exist. We only drink alcohol.
but the other thing that is also sponsoring this video is Cutting Edge Gamer Technology. So if you guys do not know who they are people that you can rent out, basically rent out parts from them to basically pay off or basically get a loan for computer parts. You can buy all your computer parts from them. I bought my 2070 RTX from them. It's very good. I bought my 1050 back in my old computer from them. They have really low prices when you're trying to find really good products for cheap, and they don't make you pay a down payment. If you use Eurito when you go to check out or when you go in there, you guys can get 5% off your first purchase through Cutting Edge Gamer. Again, they give out they will basically allow you to buy graphics cards, motherboards, cases for your PC, CPUs, all that at a low cost price of either $68 a month or around from the highest I've seen one go for is $168 a month for a 12-month period. Thank you to Cutting Edge Gamer and OP Seat for sponsoring this video of the Eurito podcast. Again, that is Cutting Edge Gamer /Eurito at checkout to get 5% off your purchase of the loan that you get for any PC part that you buy on your cart. But yeah, fucking shut up, Smile.
You know what else is sponsored? This frying pan for a low payment of $5.99 a month.
Oh my.
You can get this pristine frying pan that you can fit a multitude of heads in for walloping. It doesn't dent even when struck with platinum bullets.
Really?
Who the fuck would make a bullet out of platinum? Platinum's a malleable.
Ow!
Noob, I can see why you have a restraining order.
Daddy hit me!
You know what the best part about it is? It's silent when you hit children, although it does not soundproof the children afterwards.
It can totally soundproof children, depending on how hard you hit them.
It's fucking soundproof.
Conscious, it's soundproof.
Oh, that's also. By the way, I fucking figured out.
For 6 months.
By the way, I figured out that I'm stuck with my Mini Cooper at this point, where I can't get rid of the damn car, so I've got to stay with it for 4 years. So I literally just said,
It's an expensive car with expensive rebates that no one wants.
yeah. So I figured out that I'm just gonna fucking just bite my teeth and fucking sit down with it. So on my next paycheck, I'm buying a bunch of stuff to like upgrade the car, like decals and new fucking nuts and shit. Cause fuck it, I want to have a car that looks like it sounds.
No. You put money into things that people actually care about when you resell it, like a new radio system. That's way better than everything burrito.
Oh, I'm gonna do that too, but I want to. No.
The only money I ever paid for nuts is a mail strip club.
Well, because they're like the spiked ones, you know, like the spiked ones.
Improvising.
They're like they come out just a bit above the thing.
The bottle that never breaks or makes sound when you hit
Upgrade the speakers.
scales with
Upgrade
it.
the stereo system. Who the fuck has a guitar?
That'd be Ibris.
And it vanishes.
Do you know
Easy for storage.
Do you know the original song called Angels of Mercy?
No.
Holy fuck.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up for you.
Thank you, Kendrick Plays, for that follow as well. Thank you so much, bud.
See if you can replicate the beginning of that.
Also, I'd really like someone to clip me advertising the frying pan.
I just fucking love that she said it's. I like how she said it's a soundproof frying pan, but the child is not soundproof after hitting said child.
What the fuck is a pran?
Bruh, I'm a little tipsy right now. The things that are coming out of my mouth are very. You better be lucky you can understand them at all right now.
Hey, better out than in, I always say.
You got that from fucking Shrek, and I know you did.
You
hasn't been railed before. Your catchphrase is bubble gum.
Why did you end up with a kid?
I figured out my catchphrase is fuck. That's what I say most of the time in my streams is fuck.
Better out than in.
Oh my god.
Dude, I still need to get the one of me saying it and then him screaming, no, afterwards.
Yeah.
I almost just missed my bed.
Nice.
Only one cheek landed.
That's a yikes.
There'll be more cheeks landing tonight.
Child crotch is about 7 feet too close to me. I'm sorry, I don't need the police called again.
Can't support VR, right?
Police called again.
Depending on what kind of...
Should Iron MQN return?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
A different
Should
reason.
Iron Man return? You can return if you want to. It's up to you, man. We're still going with this. I need to. Someone plug in uptime in the chat so I can see what the uptime is on this this stream real quick, because I cannot see.
Way to leave it up to the imagination.
But
I mean, I didn't say they were also in a car.
But getting back,
In about 2.5 hours.
we've been going for 2.5 hours. Okay, so in about 30 more minutes we'll end this.
At Lily
This pod.
1D2D, your Weta has been streaming for 2 hours 24 minutes.
Can I go do that real quick?
You have to go climb a ladder. Why?
Because I want to be... Bro, I have to go climb a ladder. Can I just go do that real quick?
Oh my god, more solid snake eater fucking.
Boy! I need to go climb the ladder.
No. Is it the same reason you do cosplaying?
SpongeBob, Squidward.
Oh, I can go back to Area 51 and start collecting again. You want me to go back and do that?
No, we're not collecting bathwater again, you fuck.
Wait. Like in
This
VR,
man
Area
spent
51
about
or
half an
legit
hour, I
Area
want to
51?
say. Maybe more than that, collecting bathwater.
Boy! I needed the
I
extra
want to go
avatar.
to legit Area 51 because I know what's going to actually happen versus what everybody says is going to happen. What's actually going to happen is they're going to have a big ass desert party with drugs and fucking sex and shit.
Creeper, I thought it was milk.
In front of a goddamn U.S. military facility.
Alright.
Why is there a child in me asking what sex is?
Sex is when a mommy and a daddy go.
Bam! Stop! Hey!
You keep kid.
Okay. If your
You keep your kid away
comes
from me.
inside of me and then asks
I
the
wasn't.
question, I don't think your kid's that
Lily,
innocent.
Lily, come here. Lily, come here. Stop asking questions that you don't.
Stop
answers to yet.
molesting men and then asking inappropriate questions.
What are we
Your
at?
kid's a predator,
Are we at
okay?
8?
It's okay, Lily.
Okay, we are at 8. I thought that was a 0. I guess it was- But so back on topic. So,
Here, Lily, you
by the
want
way,
chips?
there are a few games that I am interested in that are coming out in 2020. There's like a lot of new things that are supposed to be coming out in 2020. Like,
I promise.
I do, by the way, want to get a fucking Valve Index during 2020, just because.
I don't care. The Valve Index headset is top tier at the moment, but it's not that much better than everything else. But the Knuckles controllers, oh my fucking god! Have you been actually looking at what those things do?
I have to get them.
I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna literally when I go to college, I'm gonna spend $400 to buy the Valve Index of my fucking tuition.
Watching the Knuckles controller in development since they had V1.
But the thing is, the funny thing is, by the way, that I can use the Valve Index in my tuition. I can literally fucking buy the Valve Index with my tuition and say that I'm using it for audio purposes to figure out how to use audio in VR headset. And no one can say shit about it.
Whatever gets you there.
Yeah. I mean, they're giving me $20,000 to use for tuition to buy all equipment and shit. If I have like an extra 2 or... Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, boom!
You get a big titted alien just for you.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Oh, now I definitely.
We're getting...
Everyone thinks they're gonna be clapping alien cheeks. The reality is, alien cheeks are gonna be clapping them.
Noob wants to go smack some alien cheeks. That's what he's saying.
The fuck you! I told you I was gonna go climb a ladder. What the fuck?
Just because the ladder is shaped like an alien that you're getting clapped by doesn't mean anything.
Smile, why?
Why does this ladder have titties?
Inform you that the titties also jiggle.
I didn't need to know that.
Alright, so...
The ladder has jiggle physics.
Wait, what?
Why does the ladder have jiggle physics?
What ladder?
Don't worry about it, man. Continue with the topic.
What?
Area 51 ladder with
Oh.
jiggles.
Oh my god.
AHMC, my dude. The band's name is Primal Fear.
Okay, I found it.
But okay, so getting back on topic, by the way, I'm going to be going to AWA, by the way. So this year I went to fucking MomoCon, hated it completely. Worst fucking con I've ever been to. Because I've gone to it 3 years in a row. This is my 4th. Fucking worst con ever that I've gone to after this point. Because the security was just like they were over fucking off the balls, like off the wall, freaking just on a streak to make sure no amplified sound was in the foyer at all. Did you get a
You know what? Tell me.
did you get a face full of Nanachi pussy?
She was inside you?
Fuck!
I thought
You stay over there.
I thought you could see that. So
Literally an anime protagonist. Oh no, the attractive female wants me. No, this is terrible. It would tarnish my heroic reputation.
Why does that sound like Deku?
Like that? It's kind of pathetic, and now I feel pathetic.
Totally go hit that.
I should probably definitely not.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Because it's got a crystal badge.
It's got a crystal badge.
So what? You've read the comics. You know what happens. It just works. It just works. That crystal badge is Skyrim, okay?
It's like that one fucking movie where like the girl's vagina like eats the
Are we doing a shipping moment here? I thought we were listening to this guy's podcast. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. Let's go back to that.
Stop trying to change the subject now.
I'm changing the subject immediately. Continue with what you were doing, please.
Okay, so
vaginas and the building mechanics in Fallout 4 are the exact same. They
oh my
just
god.
work.
I legit hope my stream never goes. I hope my stream never goes viral, because then every fucking girl that I know is probably gonna vajazzle their fucking vagina.
Todd Howard, let's have the jazz.
I already did that before. It was horrible to look at.
Oh god.
I saw an actual Jazz vagina in person. It's disgusting, and no one should ever do that.
Was it at a strip club?
I wish it was.
Imagine that's not very comfortable. Whoever did that must really have some kink.
No, they just have issues and kinks at the same time. Kinks caused by
yeah.
issues.
Kinks cause the issue. Okay, back to the.
Kinks usually cause issues. This
Back to the.
was an unusable chain. How many kinks they had?
All right, back to the point of the podcast. So, getting back to the thing of the freaking con, it was the last 3 years that I've gone to it have been phenomenal, great. I always got video footage for the YouTube videos. They were awesome, it was amazing. This year I couldn't get any fucking footage because I tried to record and the cops said I couldn't record while I was there, and I was like, what the fuck? I paid $65 for 4-day pass early start to get here, and then paid like $183 for my hotel. I can record if I want to because it allows us to record. And he's like, well, you're not able to record out here in front of the Georgia World Congress Center. I'm like, where does it say that in the Georgia World Congress Center rules? There was none. The cops just didn't want us fucking having our speakers out there, so they want amplified sound. But the thing is, you can't stop somebody from recording media at a fucking event that has allowed it. But they were just like, they were cutting off everybody from recording anything at all for the first, like, after the first day. They weren't allowing it.
Or was it con security?
It was both. It was con security and the police.
So Atlanta police, I know, have a specific reason, which is usually to try and keep the peace. So when people start reporting, people usually get riled up. That's the only reason I know of them.
But that was the thing. We weren't recording the police. We were trying to record cosplayers for video to add soundtrack to the back of it.
About you recording them, when people start recording, other people get riled up due to the recording, and they can cause problems.
Well, that's the thing though, is that we weren't out in the front of the.
Them, but I know the reason they do it. I know the reason they say they do it, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah, the thing is that we were not outside of the Georgia World Congress Center. We were inside, in the dealer's hall, trying to get recordings of people that were cosplaying, like really good cosplayers, like ones that had taken maybe thousands of hours to make. And that's the reason why they make them, is to be in videos and shit, and just go to cons to have fun. But they were just stopping everybody's fun. And then me and Amundra were like, yeah, we're not going next year at all. Or until they find a new spot, we're not going back to MomoCon. So, literally from now on...
MomoCon's always disappointing. Dragon Con's always the best, because it's the largest Southeast conference, and they have better regulations about stuff.
They're the best Southeast conference, but again, the best anime con and... The best anime con in Georgia is AWA. It's the 5th biggest con of anime cons in the United States.
Well, anime specifically, yeah. Dragon Con and anime and AWA are the two ones you want to go to in Georgia.
Yeah, they are. But the thing is, Dragon Con is the most expensive one, too. Because it's the biggest one.
Well, San Diego Comic Con's expensive. It's expensive for a reason, because it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
If you spend the money, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent $800 and I went to a concert in Columbus, Ohio, and I saw Disturbed, who else was it? Foo Fighters, Molly, they were there, Hailstorm, saw Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, all sorts of shit. Like, you get what you pay for.
You do get what you're paid for. But the thing was that, like, we basically said we're never going back to this con because it was, like, fucking so bad this year. That we told ourselves, until they find a new spot to hold the con, we're not going back there. Because if we see that it's back at the Georgia World Congress Center, we're not going there. Because they're so anal about everything now because of one person from last year. Because the guy that comes around with the DJ equipment every year at MomoCon, he ruins it for everybody. Because he's got two big, huge freaking... Well, he's got two big event speakers that he sticks on speakers with a DJ equipment out front. That he didn't pay for a freaking stand to use. He never does it, but he does it for AWA all the time. Yeah. Huh?
That sounds obnoxious, though.
Oh, hello.
Just playing music because you feel like it.
Like, the thing is, I want to do an event at AWA this year, where we talk about streaming 101 and what you shouldn't do on stream and shit like that. And AWA is like, if someone does not show up, we will definitely have you come and do that because we've never had that at AWA before. And we have a lot of streamers and people that come to record stuff here, and we want them to know what they should and shouldn't record while they're here. I'm like, that's great, because we don't need anything besides microphones, chairs, and a freaking and just a table, and then chairs on the outside for people to do, and then a mic in the middle to ask questions. That's it.
Awesome.
And they were like, that's fine.
If I had pants on right now, I probably would have nutted in them. God damn it, that was awesome.
I comprehended everything you said, and at the same time, I
I have
was
a lot of cleanup,
orgasm
dude.
from that guitar. Not literally. That'd be it.
Oh, do you have anything else?
Mentally, emotionally.
Emotional.
It's late at night, and I'm in VR, so technically I do have pants on, but I don't have pants on.
I have
I don't
joggers.
pants on either.
Thank you for the mental image.
Wear pants now.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Nananachi, that has a bizarre vagina. That's not wearing pants. You gave me a thumbs up. We're just like, yeah. This is modern society now, dude. With how much shit has gone down the drain.
You know what that sounds like? You ever played Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, why did you do that to me?
The one facial feature that I actually have.
Okay.
Love.
You ever heard what the fuck is
I need
System
to.
of a Down song?
I need to have your avatar being shown. It is showing. Why the fuck is it not showing the facial expressions? Give it a second. It's got to load back up again because it's not doing the facial expressions.
Education.
Alright, do it again.
I think it was System of a Down Education. Let me take a look.
The eyes.
What do you
Oh, that they're changing colors.
or Erebus?
No.
Ignore me if I'm
The
standing.
eyes change shape.
No, they're not changing shape for me. They're still fucking round.
You just call me Erebus.
Alright.
I got you, buddy.
You know,
I have no clue. I have your avatar showing, but it's still not doing anything. What the fuck?
You almost just whacked that child in the head with that bottle. I think it's a soundproof bottle that never breaks.
God damn it. Oh, something I want to talk about real quick, by the way. Rumors that are spreading around about me now, that I'm fucking getting tired of, that keep on fucking popping up, that I'm getting so pissed about.
Oh, I got it. Can you play the opening to Shimmy?
I don't think he can hear you over the guitar.
Yeah, I don't think they're listening at all now.
No, I heard you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just this guy has a guitar and I'm taking full advantage.
I know Ibris is good. He's one of my friends.
It's like my brain is picking up on Yurito and my heart is picking up on Erebus.
But the thing is, I've been getting a bunch of rumors have been starting again about me, saying that I'm fucking goddamn homophobic and shit. And I'm not homophobic because I'm fucking bi.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I mean, you could also hate yourself, so that could technically be homophobic.
I love that. That's so goddamn cool.
But again, all these fucking
It's like I'm bi, but I also want to die. So is that homophobic?
is that homophobic?
I crave dick and the pussy.
I'm homophobic. Yeah, I crave dick and I crave pussy. Am I homophobic?
Shit.
Like, that's what that sounds like. Do you know how stupid that sounds when someone yells at me and says, "Oh, I don't like you and I don't fucking want you," because I wanted to go to TwitchCon this year and some friends of mine were going and I asked them if I could stay with them and they said yes, and then they told me now I can't because they said that I'm homophobic, even though I'm bi and I talk about gay shit all the time and how I hate when people like act like it's like being gay is like the best thing ever. It's fine to be gay, but don't push your morals on someone else.
Are you in their opinion, politically homophobic? Because there are people
No.
who are dumb.
I'm not politically homophobic.
You don't follow this political idea.
You know what you should play?
I'm not politically homophobic. I'm literally not homophobic at all. I'm not transphobic. I don't have a phobia of anybody. Or
I know you're literally.
Dokkan battle.
But the difference between
yeah, definitely.
literally being
I wanted you to
homophobic
try that.
is whether you subscribe to different political ideas.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have. The only thing that I differ from people that are gay or bi is that I don't want to push myself or my beliefs of being like bi or anything on other people. Like, live your life how you want to live it. If you want to be straight, be straight. If you want to be gay, be gay. If you want to be lesbian, do it. If you're going to be a transgender person, have fun with it. I don't care. As long as you don't push that on me, that I need to basically give you attention because of your freaking goddamn sexuality. Because I'm not going to. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm not gonna change my beliefs and how I act for someone else because they're a snowflake.
That's how you can tell the difference between someone who's definitely really trans and someone who's like thinking about
If you play this successfully right now, I swear to God, I will devote myself to somebody in this room. It will probably be you.
It sucks.
It's very dumb.
Sucks all around.
Like, the fact that, by the way, I love how some people are like, transgender studies a thing. I'm like, no, it's not. The only thing that it can get you is a fucking job at Subway or Taco Bell. That's it.
Transgender studies, yeah, no.
Okay.
Like,
What was it? My social justice professor told me to go to Subway and take a picture of a guy making a sandwich for extra credit.
Particularly, no.
That's funny. Your degree only qualifies you to work at Subway.
yeah, that's literally how it is. But so many people are getting like pissed at me because I tell them this, and they're like, transgender studies is a big part of our community. I'm like, no, it's not. It's such a small portion of the community. By the way, I do. This is a thing that I will yell at the top of my lungs, and I don't care if somebody gets mad at me for it. There are literally only 3 genders. There are only 3 genders, and the 3 genders that there are is male, female, and hermaphrodite. I know that's not what people call it anymore. They call it transgender, but the transgender fucking gene is literally the most rarest fucking goddamn genotype ever. It's not a gender. Yeah, but yeah, but the thing is, like, everybody's saying that, like, oh, there's more than 2 genders, there's more than 3 genders. I'm like, okay, then tell me how many there are. Don't tell me that there's more than the thing that I'm giving you, and then say, oh, I can't really put a fucking number on it because there's too many. I'm like, no. Like, I love how someone will go and say, oh, I'm transgender, that's my gender, that's my freaking, that's my prefixes. I'm like, no, that's your sexuality. That's not your gender, that's your sexuality. Like,
It's well trained too. This one can definitely come in the house.
Going into a social work as a degree and as a career.
yeah.
The problem I have with it specifically is not that they have their feelings themselves aren't wrong. They're feeling something, and something is there. They just don't know how to classify it. The problem is they're using the word gender, and they're co-opting the word gender to mean something else when it's not.
Isn't
The word
Allison
gender is not
trans?
the scripted they should be using. They should use the word gender identity is a different definition than gender. Gender identity is something different.
If they said I'm transsexual, that would be fine, because then they're talking about sexuality, not gender or your sex.
Yeah.
That'd be a way better thing to say, and guess what? Then people would take you seriously about what you're trying to tell people, instead of saying there's more than 3 freaking genders. It's like, if a male can be a woman and that they are described as a female in society. I'm like, no, you can't. You can have a sex change and say that you are female, but literally you are still a male. Your fucking genes and your freaking isotopes have not changed at all.
The way the definition, as far as I know, in actual science goes, is your
I'm a
sex
terrible
is
parent,
what
so
you
I'm gonna go ahead and
are, your
here.
chromosome.
Open up.
Yeah, your
Gender
chromosomes.
is what you appear as.
Yes.
So if you're a male born and you transgender over to a female, your gender is female and your sex is
Hey, if
male.
you're Weeto, you down for ring of Elysium latter.
But you don't have ovaries, which is why your sex is important.
Sorry, too much.
Maybe. Yeah,
Your
that's
sex is male, but your gender is female, and that's it.
that's literally it. But the thing is, though, is that when they come up to me and they're saying that, oh, there's more than fucking 3 genders. Like, they're saying that male and female are just the only, like, they think that I'm saying about gender is the only thing that there is two ones of them. I'm saying no, there's 3 sexes. There's 3 different types of sex. There's male, female, and hermaphrodite. The reason why
Hermaphrodite isn't technically a sex because
it's more of a mutation.
You're more one or the other.
Yeah.
And it needs to be corrected for your mental health.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, when...
Really only...
But what I'm saying is when a fucking man is born with a penis and a vagina but no balls, what is he at that point?
You're still a male.
Okay.
You can have no balls. I mean, I have no balls. My wife has them.
She stole them.
My ex-wife still has them in her purse.
Oh my god. But the thing is that I just get tired of people trying to...
Balls back in the divorce settlement.
By the way, I know this is getting like into a heated argument at this point because I really fucking hate... Like, I'm fine with political feminists. I'm fine with them. I hate the ones that try and take over the fucking thing of feminism, where they're saying, like, oh, just because you're a man, you get paid more than me. I'm like, no, the reason why men get paid a little bit more than women is because some men do harder working jobs than most women in different fields. And then they're like...
Also, it's a very... That one's a... The problem with that one specifically comes down to people misusing the system. They don't know how statistics work.
That's the thing, too.
Well, overall, in the entirety of the U.S., 75% of the money earned is by women, and so on a 100% scale, if men make 100%, women make 75% as much as men. Overall, all together combined.
Yeah.
Per job, per thing.
That's what I'm saying is that I hate when somebody says that. I just hate when they go and say that the wage gap is a thing. I'm like, no, it's not. If you don't do your job like the other person is, why should you get paid the same amount?
Technicality, but you're not losing wage to someone else in the same job.
Is that my motherfucking boy TK?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hold up.
What's up with you?
On a podcast that I'm contributing nothing to.
Which one are you? I don't know what that. I don't know how it works. This is the first time I've ever been in VR chat. You look familiar though. The character.
It's a Fire Emblem character.
It's a Fire Emblem character. It's I think it's Ron is his name. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know I made that one.
Like from Harry Potter?
No, not Ron from Harry Potter. Fucking noob. The fuck? Yes, Ron from Harry Potter. I completely remember him. He has fucking silver hair.
I've been waiting so long because I've been watching all the Fire Emblem shit. I'm like, oh, it's finally gonna come out, and I know how the game works and everything works. I'm waiting for the Switch one to come out.
Why the fuck do people cheap? Why the fuck does Nintendo think they can cheap cramming Fire Emblem down our throat?
Because everybody still wants it.
It's fun if you like tactical shit.
Oh man, a turn-based RPG. Haven't seen that one done 7,000 goddamn times already.
Yeah,
we better.
Okay, you know what? You know what isekai anime are? I like them. You know,
That's
like
fine. You're allowed to like them.
I like
Why do we need 7 Smash characters for them?
They've been done like 1,000 times.
I love Fire Emblem.
If it sells, they'll make it. If it sells,
I can just tell when this VOD goes up on YouTube, I'm gonna get fucking yelled at.
Okay, listen.
I can already picture the comment section on YouTube.
It is my favorite thing. It is my baby. It is my heart and soul. I think the amount of Smash characters it has is fucking bullshit.
Yes.
I think. Listen.
What's up,
I love
Smiles?
Corrin. No, I don't actually. I hate Corrin. I hated this game. I think Fire Emblem Fates is shit. Get rid of him. Lucina, you have her father now. There's no point in her being in the game.
This is true.
If you're gonna add another fucking Fire Emblem character, if you're gonna add another one, have it be Hector, have it be Ephraim. Somebody who uses an axe or a lance. Don't use a fucking sword again. I'm sick and tired of the shit.
So here's the thing. I just want them to add more characters to Smash in general, and I don't really care which one they are.
I just want some. Look, I just want Nintendo to go fucking out of nowhere with something like fucking bring something from a game that they haven't touched in years and just bring it in there and be like, look at this. Remember this from years ago?
Well, they just added Banjo-Kazooie.
Did they?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's true.
Yeah,
they added
just
Banjo.
added Banjo.
What the fuck? Didn't think they had the rights to Banjo.
They will continue to add things to the game as long as they make money off the game. That's how economics work.
All right, listen.
But that's okay. But that's fantastic and all. But we're talking about a Nintendo Switch game in which they added a PS4 exclusive game character to. What the fuck is that?
Two of them, yeah, two of them.
Joker and fucking crowd.
Every console
Kick you.
shit always be retarded
Right.
because they can make
Yeah.
money off them. And
So
people
it's,
will complain, and they'll still do it. I played Destiny from the beginning, and I had a 360 when I started.
That's the thing though.
Better chance than cheese.
But the thing,
I would murder everyone because of principle. If he didn't, it's not really Doom.
well, now fucking Microsoft is allowing Microsoft's allowing Halo to come to Steam because they're selling it.
Fucking murdering thousands.
Yeah, that's true.
PTSD because Doom Guy is the post-traumatic stress event.
Yeah.
You can't there's certain characters I never want to see in games like that, like Doom Guy. I never want to see him in Mortal Kombat. I don't want to see him in the game because he is such a cataclysmic entity of terror that if they added him
Why
to
did
a
the eyes
game,
look so low?
he'd feel neutered.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Oh, never mind. Okay, shit, no.
That's true.
The only reason I actually like having a Radeon GPU and not a NVIDIA GPU
About as
is that
terrifying
when
as a sock.
I play Doom,
That's
it
true.
uses the Vulkan API,
Yes, like, I
so
need
it
to-
runs super fast, and I pair through Doom playing heavy metal multiple. I think I played like that game at least 15, 20 times, just blaring heavy metal and murdering mutants and zombies and whatever they're called. Demons.
Yeah.
Just murdering
Speaking of
demons.
Nintendo there, another Switch, that's cheaper and Smaler, what the fuck?
That game
Yeah,
hits me right in the G spot if I have it.
But yeah, like back to fucking
It
Fire
created
Emblem.
one for me.
Like, holy shit.
Back to Fire Emblem.
No, I need to talk about
Yes,
this. 'cause
yes, Louis.
It pisses me off, like, because
Yeah,
I love,
just don't touch its
I
teeth.
already said I love Fire Emblem, but just the amount of characters is so annoying that they have in the game. Because it only leads people who want more of their characters in. It just pisses them off even more to see more characters from another series. So I'm glad they added Chrom. My wish list was Chrom, K. Rool, and Banjo. I don't want to see another.
I still don't understand why
I feel like Bomberman should be in Smash. The fuck?
I don't understand.
Who dimmed the lights?
Oh, what the hell is going on? Oh, I messed up my game capture. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix stuff.
People are into
I'm leaving, Noob. Bye bye.
This was
I know you
accepted
won't
once
make
and
me.
one time only. However, you have a wonderful night. Even because I respect you as a human, not as a human.
As a crystal
That
crunch
doesn't make any
demon
sense.
entity that
As
you
a
love,
crystal
capture, and hate at the same time. Because
Absolutely not! This is not canon! You leave immediately!
you are an anime protagonist. You want it.
I'm
you can't
going to
have it
climb
because
my
you
ladder!
Bye,
Your
everyone.
anime
Oh my
protagonist
God.
roots in what
Later.
you secretly want.
Dang, this is nuts.
He'll never
Why the hell is my camera not? What is going on with my camera?
That's the creepiest shit in the world. A child laughing in the background when I say crystal vagina.
Oh god. That's only supposed to be recording that. Why is the display capture? Oh, because it's doing that. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. Okay.
So who are those people? Because I don't know how this works.
One second. I gotta-
F-lumps and woozles.
I have to get this back on to the thing.
Stop making me orgasm with guitars.
My fucking VR chat crashed, and that was great.
Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you playing?
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Cowboy
yeah,
Big
sorry about
Buckles.
that. I keep muting myself. I don't know how to fix it. I really
What did you
don't.
say, Mappy?
I'm gonna buy a microphone soon.
Cowboy Bebop rules. Oh yeah. Speed checking on Nintendo. There's another Switch. Oh yeah. There's also the new Switch handheld version that's coming out soon. That little handheld version is coming out soon.
Who the hell will do croissants on their arm?
Yeah, the Switch Mini. It's coming
Yeah.
out in September.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. That's only gonna be like $150 for it.
The Switch Lite?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think Noob should get one of those fucking things.
I'm actually gonna buy one of those just so I can play my Switch games again because I have all of them stored on there because I don't know what happened to mine. I have no idea where mine disappeared to, by the way.
Did he disconnect?
I think he did.
Because he was being attacked by a crystal vagina goddess.
Oh god.
Or demon.
All right. What's the uptime of this stream? Real quick, I need to check that.
But yeah, it's so much fun. I haven't even played it that much. I've only played up to like the first little thing. But I spent about half an hour.
And at your Wito, $200.
So much fucking fun.
At your Wito has been streaming for 2 hours 56 minutes.
Okay, so we're about to end the stream anyway. All right. Okay, real quick, I need to.
Crash Bandicoot 2 a little bit.
All right, guys. So real quick, I'm gonna end the stream here real quick. So give me a second.
Hi, Kelly.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here real quick. All right, let me go up to here. Make sure this is on my face real quick. I need to make sure that's there. So I can see it. Okay. I need to mute this. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming out today and being part of this podcast. We will try to be doing this every Thursday from now on if we can. So I'm going to be taking Thursdays off from work just to do podcasts. We will be doing other streams too during out Thursdays as well. So like in the morning there will be either a Realm or a video game stream or me coming around in VR chat rapping. At night it will be the podcast, usually sometime around midnight or around like 6 p.m. It depends on when it happens. If you guys missed any of these podcasts, I will be posting them to YouTube so that way you guys can go see them on there. But again, thank you guys for coming out today. We're going to raid somebody, so let's see who we're going to raid real quick. I think Fire Demon is still on. Let me see who else is on here real quick. Let me see. We have Typey that's playing VR chat. We have Fire Demon that's playing Civilian 5. I think I'm going to raid Typey because I haven't raided him in like fucking forever. So let me do that real quick. So /raid. And then Typey. Alright guys, go have fun with him. He's also playing VR chat right now. I have no idea what he's doing, but he is playing something. So you guys go have fun with him. I will see you guys in the next stream, which will probably be Monday or Tuesday. I'll be doing another stream on one of those days because I'll be either getting my new desk that I'm gonna be streaming on. So I want to test it out and everything. I'm also going to be changing up the room a bit, so new things will be in the room you'll see. But thank you guys so much for coming out here. I hope you guys have a great time at Typey stream, and I'll see you guys all on Monday. Have a good one. Peace out, guys.
Yoru is GA.
Alright.
Where did the dude go? I was talking to chat. Oh my god. Jorito, man, came with the raid. Yo, how was your stream?
Alright.
Jorito raid! Ah! Hi. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. My name's
Alright. I just ended the stream, so we're good now. We can act as fucking stupid as we want.
Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that raid. It means a lot to me.
I just ended my stream.
Child hop in your lap when you said you had game.
I'm saying your name wrong, dude. I'm just thinking about Doritos. I'm just
So anyways, I have Smash.